Hey, what's up? Sandlot Gaming, Dungeons & Dragons, 5th edition, Tomb of Annihilation module, running through the Tomb of the Nine Gods. We're on the 3rd level. Killed a beholder last week. We're going to pick up looting said beholder. Trying to get to the basement of this dungeon so we can kill a lich who's doing lich things, getting his lich on. And let's jump into the channel and see what's going on.
Just happy we're level 10 by the time we got here.
Nailed it. Best intro I've done all day.
We killed the beholder?
Pretty much, yeah.
Good news, everyone.
The beholder killers are back.
All right. So we enter today's session having futzed around for 40 minutes trying to figure out something other to do than
Something
fight a beholder.
non-beholderish.
And then we fought a beholder.
Right, that's pretty much it.
You stalled long enough.
Yeah, and that was the entirety of last week's session. Andy's god summoning was
He's
critical
a cool dude.
to
He's
our
a cool dude.
victory.
He's a cool guy.
Yep.
You know?
We fought it around in its little lair there.
We hold service
Until-
every Sundays if you want to come, you know.
I was gonna
Yep,
say when you, hey man, when you get some time, I'd like to hear more about this god Talos.
Right, yeah, seriously. If you have some literature, I would love to peruse your pamphlets. Because that was pretty sweet. And an
He
excellent
seems
demonstration.
righteous.
Yep. Not too shabby. So, ended up with a mace in his brain. And now we are in his little apartment.
We are completely spent. Also,
Did we get to rest, or we were deciding what's? Oh, that's right. We
have
just,
not yet
took
looted.
the curtain.
Yeah.
We are.
We faded to black, and then yet to be decided. Right?
We're gonna spend the next 3 hours perusing our loot and then fall asleep.
need roll.
Oh wow, that's a blast from the past. How many DKP points do you have?
Well, I lost 50 in that fight. So.
50 DKP minus!
Or dots. Hit it like you mean it.
Yeah, you flipped the scene.
All right, so Belcor's finally falls. He's kind of just collapses into a pile of mush, guts and goo flowing out of his deflating orb-like body across the floor of the hall that you're in.
Delicious.
You guys are surrounded by you're atop the glass, almost mirror-like floor that's now riddled with cracks. There's the giant iron orb sphere that you had previously disenchanted and let crash into the floor, and then there are alcoves littered with treasure all around the room.
I call
Excellent.
that one. That one's mine.
Yeah,
I point
let's,
to
I would say, well, first of all, Troy, if you could enter us into the world of the dungeon.
Sure.
And then I would suggest that we all disperse and gather what we may.
I call these two over here. These are mine.
See what we find, huh?
Okay, so you
I
guys
was
kind
corpse.
of so as you walk around, what you see is most of these alcoves are strewn high with coin. It's a mixture of copper, silver, gold coin. There's the occasional art piece, like a small statuette or some masks, or
Sure.
it's generally of that nature, right? You're not
For when
seeing,
Belcors went shopping.
You're not seeing armor. You're not seeing weapons. You're not seeing armor.
Okay.
What about jewels?
Yeah, jewelry.
Let's see.
You know, bitches be looking for jewelry.
The beholder didn't have a neck, so it's hard.
Well, so I guess
Earrings.
what's the plan here? Are you intending to just start to shovel all of the coinage into your packs?
Well, how about
Are you
this?
digging through to look for something?
Let's gather all the loot that we can find into this center square here and divvy it up.
No, guys, let's not worry about the treasure right now. Let's not
What?
let's not worry about this gold. Let's just look through, see what we can find. We're not going to weigh ourselves down with all this gold.
I don't think that's how that works, though. Is
Yep.
it?
Ketchum thoroughly ignores that
I'd like
advice.
to, wait, hold on. So Troy, I'd like to go take a look at what kind of these little statues we've got here.
Let's not concern ourselves with
Hey,
prizes.
boss, I'm not sure why you got into this business, but
I don't know what you're living off of.
No, we can just come back. Let's just come back to this room later. Let's just not. I mean,
We're
not
never
let's
gonna make
not
it
let
back to this room. We're gonna die another floor down.
Yep.
Then having gold isn't. We're not going to be able to buy our way out of it.
Live in the
you
now.
never know.
I want to live in the now.
I'd like it to be an option.
I think ignoring the loot is something I'm going to thoroughly ignore.
So I mean,
I
you're
would like to
looking
look at-
for statuettes, like
Yeah, I wanna take a look at, like, you know, what are these little statuettes? Like, I'm looking for trinkets.
yeah. So you find a as you look in this alcove, you find a small statuette. When you pick it up, it seems to be made out of clay. It's shaped like a lizard, and it's covered in small crystal beads that seem to just be continuously changing color.
Oh, hot damn!
Whoa.
Is that
That's
the
a
only
shiny.
That is the only
The only
one
one.
you see there. Yeah.
God, you're greedy.
one? Oh, okay.
Is that all?
I'm gonna. Are we
Is that-
stockpiling this stuff? Are we
Yeah.
stockpiling this stuff in the center?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, I'd like to put it in the stockpile.
And I know you said it was mainly coin, but I'd like to look for anything that was not a coin.
Okay. Go ahead and make a perception check.
I think we're all doing that. So can we
With
just?
advantage.
Why don't we see who the person with the highest perception is to do that?
Sure.
Okay, is that okay, Troy?
That is okay.
Hopefully it's better than that.
Okay,
barely
well,
see
just
your
do it for us.
Well, that was
All
your
right,
that was your
Ketchum, go ahead
advantage
and,
you were supposed to have.
and roll again for your advantage.
Thanks, Hillers.
Oh, okay. Well, he
Sorry,
told
by the
me
way,
to
he
roll.
No, he
By the way,
DM,
no, what
No,
Nick
he
said
literally
was
didn't.
that we would talk
he
amongst
literally
ourselves.
did. He said, "DM, roll a perception check." He told me to do that.
All right, go ahead and re-roll it. Okay. So as you look around the alcoves, you find the only thing that it resembles armaments in any way that's not just pure treasure. You find a number of things that aren't just coinage. There are again art pieces, but the only thing that seems usable, if you will, is you do find a quite sturdy bronze shield. It's shaped like the screaming devil's faces that you've seen throughout the dungeon.
Hot. Is it better than my shield?
What is your shield?
Regular shield.
You don't know.
Okay. Could I get Gaxif to identify it?
That's not a question for me.
Good. Yeah.
Hey, Gaxif, could you please identify this?
Can't you just attune to it and then we find out that way?
Sure.
But I mean, either way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know. I love new shields.
Okay, so are you going to spend an hour attuning to it?
Yeah, I love cheap thrills.
Okay, so so at some point in the near future, as you attune to it, you'll discover that it is a +1 shield.
Oh, hot! Armor
Ooh,
class
nice
+1.
view.
Oh, that's
How
How
so
many
that,
great.
items can you be attuned to at one time?
Maximum
Three.
of 3.
I got dose.
You got three
Um,
actually. 'cause
yeah.
Oh,
there's
three, yeah, because of the cloak.
cloak
Yeah,
weapon.
I'm at my max. I got the terror mace, my cloak, and now this hot new shield.
So I'd like to look at the beholder a little bit, see if there's anything of note on the inside, or if it is just a big pile of goo,
so
or is there
I'd like to carve
anything
its
that
eyes
stands
out.
out?
Yeah,
Because
I
I don't
like-
know, or and what can you? Is there anything you can tell me that I might know about beholders?
Mhm.
At this
Go ahead and
point,
make a medicine check. Whoa, that's a really good one. You
I'm
know
very
a lot
medicine-y,
about
unlike my
beholders.
healing.
You have read in-depth treatises on the kind of mystical slash like biological hybrid nature of their vision, around how somehow there's some sort of biochemical process inside of their body that both allows them to float and kind of focuses arcane energy into these ray beams that come out of their
Sadly,
eyes.
I smushed it.
And you look around and it is its entrails are still intact. The skin has been broken, and because there is no physical bone structure, you can see that what has happened is that the rupture just kind of let everything ooze out. But everything's in pretty good shape. It's just not in a spherical shape anymore. It's still quite
What condition?
intact. So if you have something you plan to use, beholder gallbladder for, it's in relatively good shape.
What is
They're called ball
the shape of the
bladders.
main eye?
The shape of the main eye, the main eye itself is slightly damaged. You can see where it's taken some wear and tear, but more or less intact.
I'd like to take the beholder's eye, and I'd like to
I
take
was
two
gonna
of
do that. You son
two
of
of
a
the
bitch.
stalks.
Okay, so the beholder's main eye is pretty big, right? This thing is the eye is bigger than your head.
Okay.
I'll
You
tape
can
it to
take
my
it though.
shield.
So you cut out the
Yeah, I mean, I'll take it. I'll
eye
just tie it to
stem
the back of my
behind it.
pack. It's not like dripping things as I'm walking, is it?
No,
God,
I mean
I
you
hope
have
so.
to polish off the back of it and clean
Ah.
off the back of it after you've torn it away from the optical nerve. But once you've kind of given it a nice wipe
God.
off, it's fine. It's just it's large.
You people are disgusting.
I will take the beholder eye, and I'd like to take the green and white of the stalks.
All right, so you slice those stalks off, and you've got them.
Ew.
I take the red stock.
Okay,
Is there a purple stock? I want a purple stock.
sure, yeah, it's yours.
How many
That's the
gold?
template
How many
version.
gold for each of us?
So there's a lot here, so it would take probably hours to.
Okay.
We got time.
How much gold can each of us carry out of here?
Well, it depends. If we need to
So-
carry a body later, then we have to drop.
If you
the amount
divide it
of
up,
gold equal to
if you
the
divide it
body.
up amongst yourselves, I think you could carry all of this.
Okay, so how much gold for each of us?
But it's gonna take, I'm gonna say, like 3 hours to
We're
Perfect.
pull it all
probably
together.
okay
Yeah,
with that.
excellent. I love
Yeah,
it.
that
How much
sounds
gold for each of
right.
us? And then we take a nap.
All right, who's gonna be the treasurer here and is ready to start writing things down?
I think Penny Pincher Hillers here is volunteering.
Nope.
While we are
I
Yeah, I'll
keep
be right
no
back, guys.
records.
while we're doing all this, can I look around? I would like to look around and find how did the beholder get into this room? Like is there a secret passage? While we're doing this, I want to look at each of these cubbies for like a secret passage, or what would be the entry point or exit way for this beholder to get in and out of this room.
So go ahead and make a perception check.
It woke up like this.
Okay.
Worst hangover ever.
Normal.
So sorry, did I miss how much it was?
How did I
No.
get here?
Derailed that conversation.
I will hang on. Let me pull up my Evernote. No, I can track it, guys.
So you look around and you do not see.
I mean,
any
my
entrance
parchment.
or exit other than the primary entrance at the south, which looks too small for the beholder.
Okay.
Oh,
It's where?
must
There's one entrance to the south, which is the entrance
Oh,
you
yeah,
came in through. You see no other mechanism, no other means of entry or exit.
Maybe it was
What's
summoned.
above us?
It's possible it was summoned.
crane
about
through
above
the
us?
window.
Above you, it's a
Crane
dome,
through the
and
window.
the dome seems to be completely unbroken in terms of there's no or exit. It's a smooth surface.
I mean, I could have cast like teleport self or interdimension, whatever, to get in and out.
Or Asererak.
Is there
Asererak
anything
could
on
have
the
summoned it from another plane or something too. I mean, you
Yeah.
never know.
Probably.
Is there anything on the walls?
There really aren't any walls, right? Because it's a dome.
Well, I mean, like on the wall. Okay, but there's not. I mean, there's alcoves, but there's nothing hanging. No. It's
anything
just
written on the
plain.
walls? I guess. Sorry, Jackson.
On the
Yeah,
dome?
that note, I'd like to kind of along that note, I'd like to inspect the stalks on the wall to see if they've changed since we killed this thing.
The stalks.
The eye stalks that were the fungus
purple
on the wall.
mold.
Oh, the mold. Oh, okay. So all right. So a few questions here. So the dome itself. So there are no walls. There's just one dome. At the base of the dome, that's where you find the 9 alcoves. The 9 alcoves are carved into the dome itself. But other than that, there are no walls. And the dome, it's very Cerebro-like,
Okay.
but it's not paneled. It's a smooth surface, and you don't see any seams, any doorways, any windows looking out from the dome. So you approach the fungus, and it seems to be slowly losing its color.
Nice.
How many eye stalks are on the beholder, minus the ones that we've, including the ones that we've cut off?
There are 6 remaining.
So there were 9.
10.
Yeah, I have a purple.
So there were
stalk.
10 eye stalks, and then the big eye, then the main eye.
That's correct.
Okay, I mean there's 10 different. If you want to look at this like this room like a beholder, there are 10 different alcoves, including the entryway, and then the big eye is the.
Oh yeah, look at that. Good job, Nick. Or Jeremy.
What are you trying to get at, Jeremiah?
I don't know.
You're hysterical, woman.
What is the?
Your opinions do not have equal weight.
The red eye. So I don't know if I'm gonna go like if this is the beholder, like if the beholder was facing us, wherever the red. Okay, so like the map is the beholder staring at us, right, Troy?
Sorry.
Well, it's always facing you. It's mostly
The
face.
beholder's not really staring at anybody.
No,
right now.
the map is the beholder staring at us.
He's saying the room resembles a beholder and that each alcove is an eye stalk.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Based on Troy's lack of understanding what I'm doing,
And
I'm gonna put a kibosh on that.
Yeah,
I mean, I understand what you're saying. I just don't know what you want me to say in response.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I just
What
want
is
to
it
walk
you're
towards
getting at?
wherever the correspondent, where like the red eye stalk would be, with the red eye stalk, and just see if anything reacts to that area.
Mm.
So
Okay,
like if this is where the red.
So as if the central eye was facing upwards into the center of the dome.
Yes.
I mean, just check all the alcoves with the eye stalk you have, you know.
And which way would the bottom of
Sure.
the beholder be facing?
Jiggle it
South.
around.
South.
Okay. So you would end up around here.
Okay. I just gonna like walk around and see if the eye stalks respawn in any way. They probably won't because it's not connected.
I'd like
are
to
you talking
ask
about
the
the fungus?
DM.
Oh, the eye stalk itself that I cut off. Like the fungus itself is dying, right?
Right. The fungus is dying. What do you want to see if the eye stalk does a thing?
Yeah, or the alcove responds in any way to the eye stalk being close to it.
Nothing appears
Okay,
to happen with either.
Okay.
So, I would like to ask the DM at this point. Did we look at all the treasures yet? Like we looked at all the little statuettes and all the.
Let's jump back to how
monies
much
and
money
everything.
there is. Yeah.
Okay.
Let us remember there is a
Well,
weapon
hang on.
in
I
here
was
to
in the middle
destroy
of
us.
I was in the middle of a question here.
Okay, yeah, sorry, go ahead. Good point. I thought
That's just it. Are we done sorting through? Like, is this all the treasure that we know about?
The only treasure you see is the treasure in the alcoves.
Right. So, in going
My
around the
understanding is
alcoves,
you guys are pulling that out of the alcoves into the central area, which is a lengthy process.
okay. So, I guess that is it. So, I'm just on the lookout for trinkets and like little whatevers.
Okay.
So,
Are you guys done with all the other questions? Want to go through the loot? Okay. So
I would like to.
Somebody's ready to write things down.
I am ready.
Okay. So amongst the alcoves, as you pile everything together, it forms a stack of coin over 2 feet high. It's pretty significant. You estimate it to be. You kind of have to then break it out into. You spend like another hour breaking out into 3 separate piles: one for gold, one for silver, and one for copper coin. You estimate there to be about 2,200 gold,
Jesus.
5,000 silver, 12,000 copper.
Wow.
And still not enough for a boat.
Some of the you find obviously the chameleon statuette that was already found. You also find
Who's taking that?
I think Oddman
has it right now.
Okay.
Do I? Okay. I meant to put it in the pile. I thought I said that, but maybe we talked over each other at that point.
You find a small golden mask shaped like the face of a bat. It's quite small, too small for your faces. As you look around, you find 2 other masks, also similarly quite small. One is shaped like a monkey, and one like a parrot. All 3 are made of gold.
Won't fit on Gaxif?
it almost fits. It's a little bit
What
too small.
about Yaka? Do they fit on Yaka?
Ooh.
They do not.
Oh.
And he is up and running.
What-
He's floating around making jokes.
Would it fit on on
can-
Slod?
We
It
don't
would be
talk
way
about
too small to fit.
I
that.
didn't know how big he was. That's why. Okay.
A lot bigger than you.
So a bat, a
by the
monkey,
way-
and a parrot
Something that occurred to me
walk into a
whilst
bar.
we were in that last fight. It would probably be best for all of us if Jeremy had a bow of some kind with which to sneak attack from range.
Sure.
I do.
But there's not a bow in this pile, so,
And
that
I-
doesn't
No.
help
Oh,
us
you do?
all that.
Yes.
He should, from a standard kid, have a crossbow.
Oh. Well, why didn't you say so? And I'll just toss him the bracers.
Okay.
The archery bracers.
Hmm.
Okay.
+2 to archery.
Okay. You find a crown.
Thank you.
A golden crown.
Dibs!
It's the top of the crown is shaped like the legs of an octopus, and it has pearls inset into it for eyeballs.
Oh, that sounds... Can we detect magic on that, maybe? Can we identify that, maybe, before someone puts that on their head?
You ask for a lot of stuff there.
Can I hold on? I can.
That's
I
because
can
he can't do anything himself.
Yeah,
I
no,
can't.
he's very needy.
I
He's a
can't.
needy friend.
I can hold I can crush a beholder's brain into the ground. That's what I can do.
Fair point.
La di da. Make it
Assuming
sound
you're not
well.
stuck to a giant magnet.
Assuming that,
I-
obviously.
I do not have detect magic for some reason.
I
You
can
find
so
You find one potion
Hmm.
and one small black spear.
Oh dear.
It's about less than an inch in diameter.
All right. Can
Wow,
we
this is a lot of
can
stuff.
identify the potion?
And the crown.
we have a lot of identifying to do. I'm
And-
going to be
and
very
the
busy
marble.
for the next few hours.
And the marble.
Unless
Hold
Abed,
on,
you
the
can help
potion-
out with
Everyone
this.
take a long rest.
Potion without having to detect magic.
Everybody
Or,
park
you
it.
know, identify.
Everyone take a long rest except for Gaxeth.
Hey,
Yeah, Jackson, you're
hey,
gonna be
hey,
busy.
Michelangelo, can you identify things? I'm talking to you, Turtle Man.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, I just said that out loud. I do not have identify as a
He
spell.
did
Sorry,
just
there
say
were
that.
there were 5 people talking at the same time. It's hard to tell.
No, there really.
Yeah, it's
No,
weird. I know.
Not at that time.
Doesn't sound like us at all.
You probably have detect magic, though.
I don't actually. I thought I did.
All right,
You
well,
probably do, but no, you don't.
I'm gonna need a minute, gentlemen. I'm gonna need some time with all the things. So,
You would think that would be one of the ones
All
I
right, so
loaded
I-
up. but I
so-
was
so
like,
first off, I can lay out all the
It'll take you
items
like an
and
hour
do
and a half.
a detect magic and just lay it out, and then if any of them are magic, they'll kind of display that they're magic to me. First of all,
Okay.
so I do
So the
that.
only things that appear to be magic to you are the potion and the small black orb,
Okay.
and the shield, obviously that Ketchum's already.
Woot woot!
In that case, I would like to point
Devil
myself at the
face.
black orb and as a ritual run identify.
There you go.
What is that?
Can we try to identify the potion without actually like using identify?
Ah.
You wanna Odmanzig, you wanna try and identify the potion?
Yes, please.
Oh my
Just be
god,
helpful.
that's so cool.
The bead's a grenade.
Right. So
Yeah, but it traps things
Odman,
inside of it.
It's
That's
a
right.
wall grenade.
Go ahead and make a medicine. Medicine or Arcana, your choice.
CC.
I'm doing medicine because it's a higher score. Ho ho! Potion of diminution. What is this?
Maybe give the bead to.
I'd like to put in for the beads. I'd like to roll.
Well, you already have so much CC. I thought it might be more useful with maybe Jeremy or
Right.
with Jingle.
Wow.
I would think we'd want Jeremy stabbing things.
Well, just in case you're out of the fight, we don't want all our CC in one basket, right?
I won't be out of the fight.
I'm fine if you keep the beads.
Well, whatever. I got my shield. I got my devil shield. I'm fine.
I mean, if Jeremy
Alright,
wants,
so
that's
the
fine.
potion makes us reduce for 1d4 hours.
Or enlarge.
Or enlarge, which is what I would choose.
It says the reduce. It says the reduce effect of reduce enlarge. It does not say the enlarge effect.
Oh.
It is also called a potion of diminution, which means to make smaller.
Thank you. Thank you for that.
Disadvantage on strength and strength saving throws. Weapons shrink.
Everything shrinks, including what's in the pan.
But more CC.
Everything shrinks.
The potion, though.
Got a little bit of shrinkage.
How do we...
This happens to everybody.
Why would anybody drink that? I don't understand. I guess, if you were a magic person, you'd want to use it, maybe. Because you become a smaller target? I don't know.
Are you done with our accounting, Caxis?
Yeah, so I'll let the guys know about the beads. We can figure out who we think should do that. The rest of the stuff, the masks and the crowns and everything, there just seem to be trinkets that we can maybe leverage for some cash or possibly a boat down the road.
Put into the general pot.
Yeah.
Trade for a boat when we get out. What about the monies?
So the monies, 2,200 divided by 5.
Is there a limit to how we carry this, Troy? Like, how do we? Does money go into a magic pot that just doesn't?
Yeah, no, money has some weight, but this is assuming you guys are all dividing this equally. I think this is going to be, you're carrying a lot of coin, but this is not going to be a problem for you.
12,000 copper, 12,000 of anything is a lot.
Stop asking. He's letting us carry it all.
And we can
take yes. Learn to take yes for an answer.
It's going to fill up like the bottom third of your pack.
Okay.
Because you're not going to be carrying 12,000. You're going to be carrying 2,500.
24. All right, so it's 440 gold to each person.
How much?
440 gold to each person.
Ooh, doggy.
That is silver. We each get 1,000.
That's the second from the top on this, right? I'm trying to the triangle.
The triangle.
And that's 1,000.
And then copper is... Sorry, I just had it. Crap, I lost it. 240 copper.
Word. You can buy a nice luxury dinghy with that jingle.
There was 12,000 copper. That's correct.
Oh, so 2,400 copper then.
I was gonna say 240 seems.
Thank you, Nick.
I was like, it doesn't sound right.
That's why you're the boss.
I was like, my whole thing about carrying around 1,000 copper pieces completely seems bad.
Those old decimal points will really get you in the accounting department.
Yes.
Please don't try to write software to rob a bank.
Where else the reason why Office Space didn't work?
Hey, I'm a magical genius, not a mathematical genius. All right.
All right. Does everybody have all the loots that they need to have?
Yeah. So what are we doing with the other?
Who's holding the magic lizard? It's Oddmund.
No, I put it in the pile.
Everything's in the pile. Nobody has claimed anything yet.
I claimed this shield.
Okay, shield has been claimed to catch him.
I'd like to claim the small spear.
I'll take the crown thingamajigger.
There's not a small spear.
Oh, I heard it wrong. I heard spear, and then I thought there was a spear and a sphere. So there's just the sphere.
Yeah, beat of force is what the sphere is.
So we have the beads that Oddman picked up that seem to be. Were they not magical either? When I detected magic.
I'm sorry. The what?
The beads that he found in one of the alcoves.
Well, so those weren't beads. That was basically a statuette that had beads like decorating the statuette.
Oh, okay.
Those aren't.
So they were part of the statue. Gotcha.
Yes.
Does the statue look like the statue that I have?
No.
Of what's her name?
It looks like a chameleon. So
Right, but does it have the same? Does it have the same kind of like structure to it? Like, I mean, obviously it's a statue. Does it look like it was done by the same artist?
The one you found in Wither's office?
Yes.
Make
Does
a
it look
history
like a
check.
lady chameleon?
Where did that statue go? Why is it on
Oh,
my character sheet?
topper for a staff. That's hard.
Yeah, you can't. You're like lizard lady. You don't see any semblance.
Female brown statue. Here it is.
All right, other items: golden mask of 3 golden masks, a bat, monkey, and parrot, all monetary. Ketchum, you want to just carry those for now? You know, you're strong and
3 gold masks. Okay. Yep.
also the
Well,
golden crown.
We'll put the eventual.
I'll take the crown.
All right,
we're
Oddman can
doing
have the
sure.
crown.
We'll put the eventual monetary value into the group pool.
Oddman, that's a
when we
golden
sell these.
octopus-shaped crown with pearls for eyeballs.
So, puss-shaped crown with pearl eyes.
Yeah. The potion needs to go to somebody. The potion of diminution, or diminutive, or diminution. Yeah.
Give it to Jeremy.
Yeah, he likes to sneak.
Jeremy, would you like to be tiny?
Sure.
For 1d4 hours. You know, while you're into body morphication.
Give him one of the masks too, so he can
As
wear it
long
when he
as
gets
we're
drunk.
in your own
Ooh,
personal
yeah,
body.
good call.
Oh, yeah. Which mask do you want? You got like 3 masks to choose from.
But like
yeah.
the parrot.
All right.
Why don't you
Oh
take all
yeah,
of them?
he definitely takes the parrot. Yeah.
Okay, I will take 1 golden mask out of my inventory.
Was there any answer that you wouldn't have said? Oh yeah, he definitely takes that.
Oh, parrots, man! You love pirate stuff, and I mean,
They're
Yeah,
piratical.
dude.
Well, actually, Jingle's piratical, but
I'm talking about the meta. Nick here.
Yeah, okay.
All right, and the last
I'm
one is the black sphere, the bead of force.
Take it.
What did that do? Hold on. We had that open.
it's a
It's like
prison.
a grenade.
It's a prison grenade.
It should be you or Odd. It should be you or Oddman because you guys are usually farther away.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Give
Just
it to the turtle.
don't fucking get me caught in that thing.
I won't. You'll be fine. I got you.
Trap him in
So
there
you
with some
got-
ungodly horror.
So are you taking it?
If that's okay.
I suppose.
All right. So,
You wanna
shall
roll
we
for
shut
it?
up the door and take a long rest?
Yeah, let's take a rest.
You want to
Oh,
roll? You want to
so-
roll for the bead, Oddman?
Do
D100.
it.
Good.
D100.
Greed roll! Greed roll!
Roll D100.
I was gonna say the same thing.
All right.
Greed roll!
All right.
Oh well.
That's as fair as it
Yeah.
gets, right? So.
Lowest one wins, right?
Oh shit! We never specified.
We didn't specify. No, you take it.
All right, man.
Have at it.
All right, so I'll take the bead.
Unless it. Wait, did you get not gold treasure?
No, I haven't gotten anything.
Okay, then yeah, you definitely take it.
Gax, if have we called for Slod lately?
Slod,
Is he here?
Slod, show yourself and come to me. Bod. Slod. Who erased my green
Garage.
markings that were there, by the way?
I erased them.
Not me.
That's. I'm reminding myself that the movable rod is there. That's why I put that there.
I see. Okay.
All right. So we're gonna.
What is this thing? The
we're
bead
gonna
of force.
Shelter in place. Yeah, it should be in the compendium, I
It
imagine.
is. Yeah, it is.
Shelter in place. Yes.
Shelter in place.
I'm so excited about the +1 shield. I am really pushing the upper echelons of AC here, and I'm just
What is your AC right now?
22.
Wow.
I know,
good for
right?
You.
Don't step. Just don't.
Yeah, that's something.
Says the DM who can
Why
smite
do you
at
sound so
any time
salty?
for any reason.
Not gonna matter when he's mind controlled.
Right, yes. Be
Then
like,
we're gonna have to
it's
get
a
through that
22,
AC.
well, this guy rolls a 58, so fuck you.
Yeah.
All right. So what are you guys doing?
So
Sheltering in place.
that depends on if we can long rest or not.
Oh, you guys are exhausted. You're quite tired.
It's been a long day. It's been a
tough to
very
tell
long
what time
day.
it is, but it's late in the evening, probably approaching midnight.
Oh yes. So how do we want to? Oh wait, I can summon the hut if we want to do that.
Yes, please.
Yep. Let's put the immovable rod as a piton in the door.
Well, the door
Right.
rises up, so that's not going to work.
Oh, okay. No, it won't. Okay, well,
It
just leave
is
where it is
already acting as a piton in the door, in that it is
I
holding it
see.
up. So
then. I see. That's exciting. That's exciting news. Okay. Back of the room, then?
So that said, I can do a tiny hut
Tiny
whenever
hut,
we're ready.
Tiny hut, tiny
Hunter.
hut, tiny hut, tiny hut, tiny hut, tiny hut, tiny hut, tiny hut. All right.
To the left, to the left.
As a ritual. So just give me a few minutes and or a minute, and
11 minutes.
11 minutes.
sure. That's what I meant by a minute. I told you, I'm not a math guy. I'm a magic guy.
It's
I'm
1
more
plus
of a,
10. That's how
more of a
rituals
feel,
go.
like a feel magician than a technical magician. You know.
Well, it's 11. Technical magician.
All right. So we're
You know how some
all
people look at a
long
piano
resting.
and you know they can just play. You know?
For 11 minutes?
All right. So 11 minutes later, tiny hut
Exactly.
arrives around
Alright.
you. You guys are
Everybody
all inside of
inside.
Hup,
Alright.
hup, 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 hup.
To the hut.
Pizza Hut?
Okay.
We would like to
I'm
long
at
rest
the
there.
Pizza Hut. I'm at the Taco Bell. I'm at the combination. Pizza Hut and
Alright.
Taco Bell.
Okay.
You guys get a long rest.
We get all our slots back. Oh
Word.
my god.
Oh, the slots. Oh, the various slots.
You get half of your hit dice back.
That was down
Or half
to
of, yeah.
3
Fuck, I
first
hit
level
dice.
and a 5th level spell slot, and that was it.
Wait a tick. Hang on.
Yeah, you were running a little raw there, as I recall.
Brutal.
Yep, that'll do it for me. Half my hit dice will be fine.
Back to
I
15
was using hit
spells
dice,
now.
so my amulet actually does great things for me in those hit dice, but still, it's rough.
And we'd like to do whatever our standard watch order is, just in case. I don't know if that's going to matter, but
Okay.
Not me, I go to sleep.
um, that's if something comes
Okay.
up. That is, I'm just,
Well,
that's...
the night passes and you don't see.
No one's coming into the
anything
beholder's
through-
room.
You don't see anything on the other side of the hut.
They know to steer clear of the beholder's room.
It's like, oh, don't go down that hallway.
Don't go there, man.
All right, then I'll hut goes away. Can we look at the stuff on the walls, see what it looks like?
What do you mean, the mold?
The mold.
The,
Yeah.
the fungus?
Yeah.
It's very dead.
Nice. Okay.
Word.
Jingle.
Yes.
Are you reselecting your spells?
I am figuring out which one to drop to bring in a greater restoration.
Oh yes, I'd like to learn a couple spells as well.
Okay. Because I am still cursed.
Me too. I'd like to learn.
Hey,
Yeah.
one thing I don't think we've been doing, Gaxif, if you're learning spells and putting them into your spell book, make sure you're paying the gold.
I am, and I haven't because we haven't had a long rest, so I haven't been able to really. But
We've had one
Yeah.
since we've been in this.
And I don't think
dungeon.
I did any new spells when we did that. And if we did, I emailed you, I think, and told you which ones I did.
Back in August, we
I
slept
know,
less.
it's a while ago. Because we got that spell book from who did we kill? Gave us a spell book.
Withers.
No.
No, it was the guy with the flaming sword.
Rust in the Sea?
Grass in the Seed, was it right?
Yes.
I thought Oddman got that book.
No. No, Odman doesn't need a
wait,
book.
what?
It doesn't do him any good.
Yeah, I don't have a spell book.
He's just magical by nature, so.
I just drink
Sure.
and I know things.
He
All right,
doesn't,
real
he doesn't have
quick.
to learn things. He's entitled.
Turtles are magic.
He's
we all know
entitled.
this.
Yeah.
Nick, tell me what's your deal? What are you missing?
I am missing.
This is a level 5 spell, and I only got 2 of them, so like, I don't want to just willy nilly use it. You know what I
I'm
mean?
missing 20 of my max hit points.
Okay.
And a penis.
Yes, Troy. Back on October 29th. Back on October 29th, I told you that gold has been deducted. That's how
4
long
months
it's been.
ago.
Yeah.
4 months ago.
Yeah. So.
Amazing.
Thank you, Gmail.
Okay, restore 20 hit points and 2 testicles.
Belzos.
I don't know. Is there something else that you need from me, Andy?
No, I just
Or are you
don't
still
want to use both my.
contemplating the value
I
of that?
still don't want to use my only 2 level 5 spells.
You have to use them both?
I mean, on myself, I'm missing like 35 health. I think I'm missing. My max health is at 75 right now. I should be at 107.
Honestly,
So I'm
That-
certainly
this-
going to use
this
it
is-
on myself. Sorry, Nick.
this is metagaming, but this seems like a midpoint to me. So if you're gonna use them now because they're not gonna be less needed in the end game.
It's
This-
a level 5 spell for 20 HP for Nick.
This one says mid boss to me. This beholder. So that's all I'll say about that.
All right, take it, Nick.
So you cast Greater Restoration
On him
Jeremy?
and me. You better thank.
Okay, so
you better
both get
thank him.
Your max HP
Thank you,
go
Jacob.
back to normal.
Whoa! 100. Damn, 200 GP going. Ouch.
And Jeremy, you feel your body change significantly as your chest size reduces. Some of your hair starts to fall out.
You're now androgynous.
Your jaw changes.
And you said you weren't cursed.
It took about a minute, and you are back to the old Jeremy.
Turns out being a woman is being cursed.
I pull up my belt a little bit and check to see if
It's
Big Bad is still there.
I take this opportunity to edge further away from him.
It's
Not
back,
nearly
but
as-
at half
Not
size.
as I was.
I kind of.
Well, if we get heavy CC'd or anything crazy, we're
Wow, that was unexpected. That was an unexpected bonus. Thank you.
I didn't think you were ever
As
going
written.
back.
Troy,
Yeah.
one of the spells in the book from Rosnasi was blindness, deafness.
Okay.
I would like to learn that spell, which would be,
Yeah.
I think it's 400 gold for that. So
Whoa! 400. Jesus, bro.
Andy, I'll give you the 100 gold to cast that spell on me.
all right. I will gladly take it.
So pricey.
Can I pay you in copper? How many copper pieces is that?
oh god,
I'm
10,000.
gonna
You're
put
so
that copper
cheap.
in a sock and hit
Put
you
it
with
out
it.
in cents.
It would be 10,000 copper.
Yeah, I'm putting it in a pillowcase. I'm gonna hit you with it.
Beat you unconscious.
Do you take beholder stock? I have one that has a red beholder stock.
crap! I gotta. Hey, once you pop out your character sheet, you can't drag things to it.
And I know that's rough, Andy, but honestly, it wasn't going to get easier to spend that spell slot.
Well, I mean, we just
Further
gotta watch
down.
out. If we get heavy CC'd by something where somebody gets petrified or something like bonkers, all that's reduced by greater restoration. We no
I
longer
know,
we don't
know.
have that anymore. So we just have to be
Stand-
careful.
Stand near me.
We just gotta be
stand
careful.
Mirrors.
Stand near Ketcher.
It's all good.
All right. Hang on, I'm still.
Always with the first.
Ketchum the Beholder Smusher will guard you.
No, he's about the first hour. Just looting.
And
It
resting.
was worth it. Worth it.
It's a lot safer that way.
Yeah. So you guys feel quite refreshed. It's morning time.
Word.
You're still in the dome. The guts of the beholder are starting to rot and smell.
Gross.
Hey,
Already?
Jingle. Or I'm sorry, hey, Yaka. Hey, how many apples grow in a tree?
I don't know. How many?
All of them. All of them.
That's not a joke. That's just a scientific fact.
Yes, I want to make sure he knew.
Funny about that.
It gets worse and worse.
That's just what they do.
That's the curse. That's what we're living with.
That is what you're living with.
No.
All right, so can we just cast it as red that we go down a level, like from the main staircase?
I mean, I think we could probably just make our homes here and just live here from now on.
This is us now.
Yeah, I think.
Hey, does anybody have a container? Well, what if? And I'm just completely just spitballing here for RPing and for fun. What if we took some of this beholder bile and used it as like a repellent of sort? Does anybody have something that they
Write it on yourself, man. Rolling it.
I think that's a great idea,
Yeah,
boss.
get that
Go for it.
Yeah,
Good idea for you.
You smother yourself all in it so that the monsters don't see you coming.
Yeah,
Good to have you back, by the way. I mean, you're looking good to have you back to your old self.
I'm already missing the old self.
You're gonna have to get another token again.
I've got some rats in a cage and a tinder box. You're welcome to at least one rat. If you want to soak a rat and use it as a sponge, that's on you.
No, we're good.
I do have a question. Is my bone bird still alive in my hat?
Yeah. It kind of ducked into your pack and like.
So he's sort of safe. I don't have to worry about him too much.
He's still up and running.
So,
Right.
Oddman, despite all your raids, you still have a rat in a cage?
I still have 4 rats in the cage. I've been rather calm, but
All right.
if you want to rehash a joke from last week, you're welcome
Thank
to
you.
I will. I will do.
All right.
Every week from here
Descending.
on out. Yeah. Yeah. And looking along the balcony as we go, because I'm interested in what these stars and pit are. So I want to view them from.
Well, from
as
this
we-
point, you can actually see them. So just a moment, and I can tell you what they are.
Oh, okay, good.
What you see from above. So as you look down the staircase, you can see at the bottom of this grand staircase, the kind of bottommost floor. You see a
Slod?
central shaft.
Show yourself, Slod.
10 foot,
Let him talk.
a 10 foot by 10 foot shaft headed down into darkness in the middle of this bottom floor. And surrounding that shaft are 4 cylindrical stone pedestals. Each is quite tall. You can't really tell from up here how tall they are, but they seem to be about 5 feet wide. And on atop each of those 4 pedestals is a large 4-armed stone gargoyle. Each of those gargoyles is sitting atop a square made of metallic tiles. One of them is a copper, a bunch of copper tiles. One's a bunch of silver tiles. One's a bunch of gold tiles, and one appears to be platinum tiles. So that's what you see from above.
There's a square on top of the statues?
A square on top of the pedestals, and think about there's a pedestal, which is it's shaped like a cylinder.
Okay.
On top of the cylinder is a square made out of these metallic tiles, and on top of the metallic tiles are the stone gargoyle statues.
Is there a way to indicate on the map which one is which, like a letter or a color?
I will do that as we get down to the next map.
Thank you.
Okay, great.
So let me go ahead and I assume you guys continue down the stairs.
Before we do, mage armor.
Okay.
Mage armor. Whoa. Okay.
Hey. Full awareness. All right.
No, that gives me my
Well,
abjuration shield. That's why I do that.
Oh, all right. All right. Okay. Down the stairway.
Yep. Just a minute. Let me go ahead and mark these for you.
With concurrent slot summoning.
I've already called out to him through this major
Just like every 10 feet, we need to be
atrium
worried
that
about
we're in
slot.
here.
That's the new procedure. This is how we live now. This is our new life. If we get out of this dungeon, every 10 feet.
Can we put up signs as we walk through, like looking for lost slot?
When we retire, every morning when we wake up, Slod, are you out there?
Oh my
Oh
god.
no!
Uh-oh.
Why are we in a blurry tunnel? Okay, there we go.
Okay.
Can you guys see?
No.
I mean, like a sliver of the.
Okay.
I see.
So
Okay.
I'd like to step one step down, I guess.
Yeah, actually, let me.
Can I cast light
so,
on Ketchum's shield?
Uh-oh.
So hold on. Let me.
My
change
shield
this,
has light, so
Because let me just change the way this light.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because we can see the balcony. Okay, okay. Platinum, copper, silver, gold. Huh.
Okay.
Are we gonna have to spend money to get through this level?
No,
I think
so
I'll
wait.
just go out.
So that's down. So we were on the
That's
third level. We just went down
Or this
steps
is-
again.
We're
Yeah,
at like
so
3 and
Are
a
we on the
half.
right steps there?
Are we on a mezzanine of some kind here?
You're on a mezzanine.
Okay.
All right,
Oh my, those
I
mezzanine.
see a tunnel leading off
That's going to take
in
another
addition
3
to the-
weeks.
the normal spiral. Yeah. Welcome to another level. Here's another month of your lives, fellas. Okay, so I see a tunnel off to my left as well as the traditional one to our right.
Okay. Move.
Okay.
Just move.
So the mezzanine staircase, just to be clear, so the staircase you're on to the right goes up to the prior floor,
Which is where we were, right?
and then there's a
Right, some of
staircase
us are still
here,
on that staircase.
right? And so there's the staircase up here to the north is the staircase down to the actual bottom of this floor.
The
So you're
actual
on kind of
fourth level.
This is kind of like a lit level, basically.
So before
Oh,
I
there we go. Now I can see. Okay.
before I venture down to that level, then I think it's only appropriate to head down the tunnel here. And before I hit the intersection, I will stop for
Okay.
peeking.
Go ahead. Let's go ahead and pause there.
Okay.
Jingle.
Okay, I'll follow him. I'll go with him.
Okay. So Jingle, you follow with them.
Yep.
I'm gonna follow as well. When I get to here, I want to start looking for just different panels on the way heading south for secret passages.
One thing you do see is you see to the north, you see one of the plaques on the wall that you've.
That's what I was looking
encountered on
for.
the floor.
Okay,
Okay.
Here.
I'll go.
we'll take a look at it.
Can I
It'll
Your
be
turn.
there. Sorry,
Can I follow him as he goes?
I'm just saying whenever we get to it, we
Who's
can take a
who's
look
going
at
up there?
I'm gonna go to the north if I see it. I'm gonna head toward. I'm gonna cautiously work my way and then like peek around this corner cautiously just to make sure there's nothing
Okay.
there
Make a
that's I'm
stealth-
gonna startle.
Yeah, make a stealth check. Okay. And Gax, if you're following him.
I'd like to turn invisible and follow him. Yeah.
Okay.
Just to make sure he's okay.
Yep. All right. So you guys head up to the plaque, and I will share it with you.
All right, here's the next 2 months of our lives.
Yep. Death, the fire, dine, or drown. Me sleeps.
Oh God. Pressures are in falling sound
Mirror
sounds
hold
absolutely
12.
terrifying.
So these are 5 different things. First 2 lines are together.
Death the fire is one thing. Dine or drown is another thing. Precious
No.
air. falling down.
That's 1 room, 4 things.
Or 4 rooms, 1 thing each.
Or
That's a lot
4
of-
gargoyles in 1 room.
Right.
The army sleeps in silence. Mirror holds 12. Find the iron step when the maze holds the key. Well, of course. I mean, the maze always holds the
Oh,
key.
obviously. Yeah, sure.
Couldn't
Okay.
be the giant fucking beholder we just killed. He couldn't have the key. No,
No.
no,
Right.
no.
Of
It's
course
going to be
not.
in the maze. It's going to be in this scary maze that will end up killing us.
So, if we see an army, be quiet?
Always be quiet. Always.
Be
Well,
quiet.
that's not it's not a strength of ours.
We
to
might
be
not
honest.
want to bring Yaka in with us to that room.
You're right. Not a strength of ours. to be
I can
quiet.
cast silence on him.
Yeah, that would be the way to do that.
Can't silence on the lot of us almost. Yeah. Anyway, all right. Speculative. Okay. Where to, fellas? Do you want to head down, or do you want to check out some of these side hallways before we go down to that?
Let's check out this out. Let's look at these hallways.
All right. I will head to Ketram's left.
Okay, you head this way?
Yeah. No.
So,
the other way.
Yeah, to your west, you see a dusty room.
Okay,
It's about
west.
15 feet square.
Ketram's right,
and
I
it's-
guess.
And from what you can see, it's empty, except for an ornate rectangular mirror mounted on the wall opposite the room's entrance.
It holds 12.
Oh, 12.
12 what?
You know,
Dude, I'm not a fucking genius. I just told you 12. That's the best I can do for you.
Does it have any... Can I see any
I think it's Phillips head
like-
screwdrivers.
slots or indentations or anything of that nature?
You don't see anything like that.
Hmm.
It's just a mirror. It's got ornate decorations around it of the metal that's of the frame of the mirror, and it seems to be mounted against the stone wall.
Okay. Can I head back in the other direction a little ways?
Yeah. Like down the eastern path.
Correct. Yeah.
Yep. And let's just see here. So you can see once you get this far that there is a stone door at the far end of that hallway.
I'd like to summon the party.
We're not.
Gather the troops. Go back as necessary. Right.
We're not Captain Planet. You don't just summon us together.
Well, no, but I mean, like, for sure.
I pronounce summonation of the party.
But I mean, it could be like,
Summon to
okay,
me.
Ketram walks back 10 feet. Ketram goes to Jeremy. Ketram walks back 12 feet. He goes to Obman. Or I could just be like, I take the time necessary to, like, bring people to my location.
You blow the giant, like, goat's horn in your pack.
Okay.
Gather!
Scratch 2 months. We're gonna be 3 months down on this floor. Apparently, I have to do every inch of movement. And I suggest that maybe Jeremy would be best prepared to investigate the door ahead of us.
Let's explore the rest of the. Let's look at the rest of it. Let's see what's on this hallway.
I will move up with them.
You don't want to look at my door?
Well, the gang's moving up here, and
Okay.
your summoning ability doesn't,
No,
it makes me feel a little lackluster. You summoned and nobody came. Just want to say.
It is pretty
real
It does
shitty
sort of make me
summoner.
question your leadership.
Yeah, apparently my summoning ability is 0.
Nah, I'm sure we'll get down there. Well, I'm sure we'll get down there.
Make a summoning check.
0.
I summon the party.
0.
Nobody
Oh,
comes.
it's not a party. No one comes.
Let's sit down. Let's sit down. Let's sit down up
Supposed
here.
to be a fantasy game, guys. That's a little too real life for me.
Should we go down this hallway?
Yes, I would like to explore down to the west.
Okay.
Cautious.
Okay. So you make it about this far.
Okay.
And you see that there's that the hallway branches off to the right. You also see at the end of the hallway, you see what appears to be a large stone door. It doesn't appear to have any handles or hinges. Jutting from the wall and from both sides of the hallway, right next to the door, are 2 matching bronze sculptures. The sculptures appear to be snake-like, like the heads of snakes, but it's hard to see more from this distance.
The masks that we have was a monkey, bat, and parrot.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And if I walk it forward another 5 feet to the west and peek my head around this corner.
So you see around that corner that there is a short hallway that goes to a staircase that descends downward into a large room.
Can I move over one? Yeah. Okay.
Okay. And so from that distance, you can see that the staircase descends, and there's a treasure chest, and then in the room beyond there, there's a large room, and you can see. Let me see how far you can see. You can probably just make out a sarcophagus in the distance.
Okay. Someone else can go.
About that.
Someone else.
Did I by chance, in the metagaming of things, pick up the immovable rod as we left that room upstairs?
Sure. Yeah, you got it.
Okay, cool.
I think you should have made him go and get it.
Just embarrassingly trudge back to the beholder room.
I left it again. It's like
You hear like the gentle thud of his armor clank.
like a
I always
5-year-old
lose
who
my
left his
keys.
jacket at school.
All right, I got this amazing magical item. I went back and got it. All right.
Okay. What do you guys do?
What do we do? What do we do, boss?
That's your turn. I mean, I've walked down here and seen this. I'm passing the baton.
Well,
to
I guess
someone
the
else.
question is to the group: do we want to just kind of scope things out, or do we want to just head to something and do it?
I want Jeremy to scope things out.
I think we should follow the plan that we agreed upon months ago, which is go look at everything, then decide what to do first.
Let's walk and check out down like over in this area, and we know we have two T hallways.
We have some rooms to explore up here. I'd rather just stay on the mezzanine and explore the
Yeah.
mezzanine before
All right,
going
then
down.
let's head down this hallway because that's one
Floor
thing we don't know.
3.5 is its own floor
Yeah.
for these.
Let's go down here then.
3B.
Okay.
Let's say my vote is head into the sarcophagi room.
Right.
Hey guys,
Let's do that.
even though my video is working, apparently I can't interact with full 20. Really fresh for a second.
Okay. Admin Zig goes first.
No, I don't know. God damn it.
I ride his body down like a green turtle shell in Mario Kart.
You get hit from behind. Pow.
All right.
So what are you guys doing?
We're gonna explore the room. We're gonna work our way down the staircase, I think.
So does Jeremy start going down the staircase? What's
Jeremy will start working ways down the staircase, yes. Can I cautiously do I have to make a stealth check? Can I cautiously go down? Like I'm on the lookout for traps. Like I want to make sure that
your stealth check is still active until you do something non-stealthy.
okay. And by stealth, does that also include like being like we're slowly looking for things like traps? No, I know that because I have to call it an investigation check, so that's fine. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Yo, what's going on this particular floor? My browser is slowing to what we would call a crawl.
Must mean there's a lot of things coming our way.
That's okay. That's where our narrative is. So you're matching speed.
Okay. So as you descend the staircase, it's a dusty corridor. The staircase below you, ends. Resting on the floor at the bottom of the staircase is an old treasure chest with a rusty built-in lock. Just beyond the chest, the tunnel opens to a huge, dark chamber.
Okay. Hey guys, are you gonna follow me down?
Yeah.
Can we hear him?
Hey guys, let's go down there, explore this room down here, guys.
I don't know. Is he summoning the party? I'm a little fussy about that.
Well, if he asks nicely.
I rolled 11 on my summoning check.
Okay, fair enough.
That's good enough. We got nothing else going on.
Ketchum's a bit fussy.
Got nowhere else to be.
Honestly. Sadly, you are my only friends.
Okay. We're back down here. So it's a sarcophagus, and what was in this room? You said, and the sarcophagus is like blocking the way into this room.
No. So
No,
the
that's a
sarcophagus
chest.
is, that's a chest, and then the sarcophagus is just on the edge of your vision, right there.
Okay. Can I examine? I'll examine this chest.
That.
I'll examine it. I'm not opening it.
Okay,
I'm
okay.
Make an investigation check.
Yes, I've learned my lesson. I'm not going to just randomly open this chest.
Gotcha.
Do it.
Oh my god.
Like
we've
to
done
remind
so much
you
in
that-
an hour, guys.
I would like to remind you that the maze holds the key.
Oh my
Uh-huh.
God.
I've yet to see a maze nor a key.
Well,
do I make her luck die? No, we're good.
Okay.
I'll say my luck die.
It's the wood of the chest is rotting. It's in pretty bad shape. It's closed and locked. The lock is a relatively simple lock.
Like it requires a
Just an old
key.
just an old pen and tumbler lock.
The same ones we're using today, hundreds of years later.
Troy, can I examine what are these two little dingles sticking out of the wall here?
Yeah, those are
Dingles.
Oh god.
those are
Copper.
yeah, they are bronze actually. So they're
Bronze.
bronze sculptures. Each of those is the head and neck of a serpent with their fangs bared.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah.
And then that's a door beyond them there.
That's right. There's a stone door there, and you see a message written above that door, and it's actually written in common, so you can read it. It says, "Warm like flame, cold for the cruel, still for the dead, gruel for the ghoul."
Death to fire down. That's 4 things.
Okay. All right.
I feel like I should get a
Good job.
pen.
Good job, Gaxif.
What?
Yeah, Gaxif, can you record that
Google.
message?
Oh, sure. What message? I don't see anything.
I will transcribe it for you as soon as Troy tells me what it is again.
All right, catch him. You read the message, and it says, "Warm like flame, cold for the cruel, still for the dead, gruel for the ghoul."
Okay. Good thing
You
I can
got
type.
that?
Good thing I can type 85 words a minute.
Yep, I agree.
So while this is happening, I'm heading south.
That's what wizards are for.
That's what wizards do. They type. Yeah.
They type 85
Keep on
words a
going.
minute.
Where do you want to go, Odmund?
Oh, I'm heading south. Is this a spider web?
It's just a spider web. Yeah.
He's
You guys
where?
are just
Just some flare. Yeah. I'd like to go
We're
Splitting
over
up,
here,
splitting the
just
party.
to throw out that
All right. Well,
in case you can't see
Okay,
us.
Odmund. So you see the hallway to the west with a mirror mounted against the wall, and far to the east you see a stone slab.
I would like to move halfway to the stone slab, please.
Okay.
Okay. Do I notice anything else about this stone slab?
Yeah, you do. You see that there is something carved into it. It is.
Oh boy, so many new
it's
problems.
It's actually painted. You see an image of a gaunt male humanoid painted onto the slab. He's wearing a hooded cloak, but where his face should be, you just see stars. And he's holding up his left hand with his palm extended forward.
Man, that must have been quite the artist who painted that on there.
Mhm.
Okay, not gonna touch
Actually,
that.
you do note that it is masterfully done, and it appears
Oh.
like it's it's not that faded. It looks like somebody's been maintaining this.
Take it. We'll sell it.
Probably those damn dungeon orcs, like every night come out here.
We'll
and
take
put
it
a
and
new
sell it.
coat of paint on it.
Bet you can get a good boat for that.
Yeah, I'm not touching that.
You hear the Supremes in the
I'm gonna go
background
halfway to
singing
the mirror,
"Stop
please.
in the name."
No.
Okay, how
no.
much? Where you want to go?
Halfway to the mirror. I
Halfway
suspect
down.
this is the mirror in the foretelling.
So halfway down this hallway.
Yeah, just to verify that that is
In
in
the
fact a mirror.
foretelling.
Okay.
Too much pausing for Troy. I'm in trouble.
And you're
Switch
dead.
with me over to the Heroes of the Storm channel, please.
Oh God.
Uh-oh.
That's a dead channel, by the way.
That's why he's going there.
Bad
The
joke.
land of the dead.
Yeah.
The land of the dead.
Channel's been laid off.
Dead game.
Oh boy.
It has one intern keeping it afloat.
How's
But
things
the
going?
one thing that
How's
the
things
one
going
thing
on
that
Heroes,
survives-
Jeff?
the one
Hey,
thing
boss.
the one thing that survives is the gif of Hillary being killed by the boss.
All we see his make a
Charisma save. 20's good. 20's pretty good.
20 solid. It's a solid charisma save.
Oh Christ!
He's having to convince the painting.
And we
of
see
something.
Oddmund. We see Oddmund running north, like around the corner. He's like coming to us, like, "Oh my god!
Are you sufficiently charming for the Walmart?
Start the plane." That's right.
I fell lovingly into my own reflection. It was too charming. All right, I moved back to the corridor, and that's gonna end my movement for a minute.
You appear to be quite charismatic.
Okay.
Hold on, I just want to share. Troy's like, yeah, just roll it. Watch them freak out for a second.
No, they really did.
We did. We were like, what
was like,
saves?
you know-
No!
He's like, do you want me to roll this in the main channel or what? And he's like, yeah, it'll just make it freak out for a minute.
Oh, really? I think if it was anything but a charisma save, we would have been like, oh shit. But a charisma save is like, oh, that's probably can't be that bad. And if you had rolled like a 5.
Oh man, I don't even want to know. All right, yeah, so that's my movement for a minute here.
Okay. What are you guys doing?
Open it, Jeremy.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
opening this
By the
chest.
way, if it involves any sort of timing, I am making my way back toward the main party.
Okay.
What's going on down there? Ketchum wants to know, and we'll go
Well,
down.
I'm not near Ketchum, so
I
can't
want
tell
to hop over the chest.
Okay.
Sorry.
Hold on, catch him. You.
Good
Oh,
Lord,
I
Ketchum!
didn't
How
see there was
fast
a chest
are
there.
you?
My bad. My bad.
Alright.
I just wanted to go be with people.
Ketchum's like, what?
Ketchum-
Treasure chest.
Ketchum got lonely. Treasure chest.
So I'm seeing the sarcophagus. Is there anything else I'm seeing in this room now that I didn't see before?
Yeah. So let me just check what you can see here. So you can see the. Let me read this. So you see 4 marble columns supporting the ceilings of this grand tomb. Twin staircases ascend to an upper gallery, where a carving in the form of a giant maze adorns the wall. On the floor of the tomb, in front of you, stands an opaque crystal sarcophagus that is constantly changing color. Minotaur murals adorn the walls on the lower levels of the tomb.
Sexy.
How many Minotaurs?
How many minotaurs? Yeah, that's a good question. How many minotaurs are in?
Which
this
way do the
mural?
Minotaurs swing?
I mean, there's a number of murals. You
Okay.
see maybe like a dozen-ish.
Okay.
Oh,
and the maze.
exactly a dozen? 12?
The maze, to the best of my ability, to the best of my knowledge, is up a level.
Yeah, it's up here. It's at the edge of your vision. It's pretty dark, but you can see it's up above you, roughly here.
Okay. I will. And before I walk into this room, does it look like there's any kind of like trap door that'll like snap shut on me if I try to walk through here?
Like a door above you. You're saying?
A door
Like-
above me, below me, to the side. Like, does it look like there's a something that will shut to preventing
No.
an escape from here?
Make a perception check.
I feel like this is a question that we need to start asking. You'll know.
Yeah, it
See,
doesn't
it's a
look
hallway.
like there's any kind of mechanism to close off this hallway.
Okay. I will work my way into this room.
Okay, so go ahead and make a dexterity saving throw.
Of course.
Oh, dude, you're a freaking rogue. Your dex is plus 27.
Yeah, honestly, if it's got to be somebody, you got
Oh,
a 10.
and with disadvantage. Sorry.
That's okay. Next one will be higher.
I guess I just roll it again, right?
Certainly. Yeah.
Oh, look at that.
Wow, you weren't
Bonkers.
kidding.
Nicely done.
20 is the
All right,
low
so
roll.
the,
Wow.
the floor below you
Hashtag rogue things.
opens up to a pit of broiling acid.
Good God.
You, just leap at the last minute off
Whoa!
of the floor bottom and land on the other side.
Wow. Hey guys, watch out for that first step.
Watch out for the boiling acid.
It's a doozy.
All right.
How deep is that?
The pit.
Yeah.
The pit is 10 feet from the floor to the liquid.
I want to
You
run
can't
and
tell how
jump
deep
in.
What's that?
I'm gonna run and jump in.
Okay, so
Jump into the acid?
you jump
He's
into
Oh,
out
the
here.
actually, you know what?
No, I don't do that.
I'm gonna stand to the edge. I'm gonna stand to the edge, and
Right
kind of I'm
Okay.
Did say you were going to
Considering
jump in.
You did.
I'll
I
jump
don't
in.
mean jump in. I mean,
That
I'll
was
jump
like
in.
the edge.
That was an immediate take back before
I'll
I
jump
had
in.
anything to say. So, all right.
No,
You jump.
yeah, go for it.
All right, you jump in.
I have acid resistance.
All right, you drop down.
Resistance, not immunity.
Yeah.
Well, that's why I kind of paused, but someone said he said it, so he jumps in.
You
So
said
thank
you
you. I'm
jumped
in
in.
the fucking
No.
thing of acid. So
Don't you dare yell at anyone
Don't
else for
yell
saying
at me.
you jump in a pool of acid.
Because to be
That's
clear,
your fault.
listen, I've had zero use for this fucking acid resistance this entire game.
So you just felt like
Sure,
jumping in
use for
acid? You don't have to jump in the
So
acid.
I just jump in acid?
Sure.
I'm immune to disease.
Well,
I don't
apparently,
go sucking on leopards.
I had a chance to take it back, but someone spoke up. So
no, not only did someone speak up, but you said I go to the edge. Man, no, I jump in. No, I stay at the edge. No, I jump in.
no, I said I stand at the edge. I said I stand at the edge. He goes, well, you already said it, so I guess I had to jump in. So I'm in the acid now.
Okay. So you
How is this
you
my
into the
fault?
acid. You kind of you go under the surface of the acid for a minute.
fun,
but
cannonball.
You find that it's only about 5 feet deep, so you're able to stand back up. And at first, you're able to shrug off the effects, but slowly, it's the acid is starting to burn into your skin.
I'd like to climb out.
So hold on. You're going to take half this damage because it's resistance. So you'll take 30 damage.
All right.
12d10?
Yeah, Troy, that's an all-star on the DM death log.
Yes.
Survived the beholder, voluntarily jumped into acid.
Yep.
So
I don't know
as
how to handle this guy.
as you start to try to climb out, you notice that the walls of the pit are incredibly smooth, and you can't get any purchase.
They've been waxed on, waxed off.
I will yell for a rope from Ketchum. I will throw my rope up and say, Ketchum, grab it.
Does the acid eat his rope?
Not yet, but it's
Actually, I'll throw it to Jeremy. I'll walk over and throw it to
Yeah, I was gonna say
Jeremy.
Ketchum looks behind him to
I'll get up on that
Damn it.
side.
He looks at me.
Meanwhile, I come over here and go, "What's going on?"
Yeah, I'll be like, hey, you want to grab this thing? Because
so you're throwing it up there,
free rope.
and so Jeremy, you see this rope.
I
kind of-
cast fly on Ketchum
Is it acid rope?
on me, why?
because I can't see Jingle, and I'm hoping you'll go. And I say, go get him.
I'm fine. I'm
What's
fine.
going on?
Just relax. Just let him grab the fucking rope.
Okay,
Yeah.
so Ketchum, you are now able to fly. You find yourself floating up a bit.
Well, that's fun.
Jeremy, you see this rope kind of fly up above the edge.
So unnecessary,
do
but
anything?
fun.
Gee, you just saw somebody jump into a pool of acid and a rope pops up. You wouldn't want to touch that.
I wouldn't want to touch that. It's acid rope.
Single.
Fucking pick up the goddamn rope. I'm gonna die in this acid.
This is why I cast fly on Ketchum.
I pick up the.
Well,
I try
his
to-
hemming and hawing is gonna kill me. So
I
don't
try to
worry.
grab it. No, I don't try to grab it.
Don't worry. No, I'll end up taking.
All right, so the rope kind of plops onto the floor, and Jingle, as you pull on it, it just
Ketchum,
falls
go
right
get
back
him!
down into
For the
the
love of
acid.
God! For the love of Talos!
Oh, Talos? You said Talos? Okay. Well, I'll float over and try to pick him up, I guess. Lift him up a bit. Help him up just maybe fly halfway down the pit.
Just drop your rope to me. Somebody drop your rope to me.
Okay, I'll drop my rope
Why is this hard?
to Jingle.
Okay, so you drop that down,
You can probably just carry him out.
but is he
And if
strong
I
enough,
start
though?
falling, I'm gonna just
Is
swing him
Ketchum
over.
So
strong
Jingle,
enough?
you
I
grab
hope
onto
so.
the rope, and Ketchum, what are you trying to do then?
Just hold on to it, I guess. Get him out of the
Okay,
pit
so Jingle,
somehow.
you're trying to climb up the rope.
Sure.
Okay.
And then, as soon as he has purchase and is above the
I
level,
want to
of
hang.
acid,
I mean,
I will fly
If he's
over
above
here
me, I'd...
next to Jeremy
Next.
so that he can climb outwards.
What is your carrying capacity?
Massive.
Spectrum?
I'm super strong.
How do we screw this up, guys? Because Jingle jumped involuntarily.
I stood at the edge, but someone pushed me in.
Honestly, it should be pretty good. I would think.
What's your strength?
I'm one off the
Strength?
max strength.
Strength scores multiplied by 15.
Multiplied by 15?
That's what it says.
Is my carrying capacity,
Or
and I'm 19 times 15 minus
okay, so your carrying capacity is
minus
285.
25.
No, your carrying capacity is 285.
Okay, and I'm carrying 100 in total weight for my items.
So you can pick up 185. Jingle, how much do you weigh?
184.
2. I'm more than that.
So I'm looking in your character appearance tab in your bio, and it says
220.
220 pounds.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm dragging him, so he's crawling up the side of the surface, right? So some of it should
So
be
take another 35, Jingle.
mitigated by the sideways force.
I'm almost there.
He's not going vertical at all, guys.
Okay, I'm pulling back further. I'm going even further back with the rope.
Can I run down and get to the edge of the pit?
I'm gonna grab the rope and help him pull.
Okay, so as you do that, Jingle, you get pulled up out of the acid. And eventually you guys are able to get him boom up there like that.
Hey, idiot! What was that about? Why would you do that?
Jingle, what was that? Are you doing okay?
I feel like now's a good point for a
Is
bio
Andy
break.
there?
He gave
Is
up.
Andy that he left and is like...
Oh, we've
What?
lost your audio, Andy.
Why would you?
Oh, I'm
not
back. Sorry, I accidentally muted.
Why would you
No,
not
I was
grab the
going
rope?
crazy.
Well, did you accidentally mute?
No,
Or
I
did
actually,
you
I
like
definitely
process?
did. No, I was going. No. I was railing off. Hey, listen, I just said you weaklings would have died in there.
Okay.
Thank you for your help.
You're
Look,
so
I'm
tough.
I'm gonna.
I made it across.
My God, what? Seriously
Wait.
though, what is your hit points at? I mean,
I'm living.
no,
So-
I mean like max hit points. Like,
Above
Well,
one.
107.
Andy,
Wow.
you gain let's see, plus my spellcasting modifier, you gain 11 hit points back. I class Cure Wounds on you.
that is definitely going to help.
Well, I mean, I don't know what to do when someone jumps in acid of their own accord.
Like, what?
You need to carry...
Oh,
You
acid!
put a Band-Aid on it.
Acid pit, you say? I jump in.
Can you cast
Let
intelligence
go
on
with their
it?
own decisions.
I cannot.
All right, can we take a 10-minute bio?
Yes.
Biology
Yeah,
appreciated.
that's about it.
Grazie.
I cast quit being a dumbass on Jingle.
I would definitely.
You don't
cast that
understand.
again.
I'm acid resistant.
I feel
just
like
don't
my
understand
cell phone is water resistant. Just throw it into a lake.
I just don't understand what the point. Like, if I had grabbed the acid rope, like I didn't want to like start taking acid damage and be like, oh, now I'm in my hands.
Yeah, Nick did the right thing.
You know, and then it was like, and then I'm thinking that if he's throwing acid rope up, then when he pulls on it, it's gonna break, and then he's gonna fall back down and take more damage because he's like splunged back in the acid pool.
My God,
I
what
can't
a
even.
circus we are! Seriously, what a freaking circus we are!
I mean, honestly, it's either like we are way too successful beyond reason, or we're just utterly failing at like going through life, basically.
It's
Like,
like-
showing
And what's
people
great
what-
is, as awesome, like we beat the beholder because of Jingle.
So let me just explain. Let me explain what happened to my end. I read it, and I'm like, oh great, this will be something cool. I can just jump in, like when I jump off a cliff and it didn't get hurt. It's like, this will be something cool. I can jump in. And as I'm saying that, I read it says resistance, and I say, okay, well, I want to go to the edge. He said, are you sure? I said, well, I want to go to the edge. And all of a sudden, Mr. Backdrop over there goes, he said it. He said it. Hey, he said it. He said it. He did it. He did it. He said it. So I listen, we're playing the game of if you said it, you do it. So.
But why did you say I jump into acid? Why would
because I read it wrong. So I read it was resistance, and as I say that, a resistance is different from actual.
We're gonna have to go to the tape on that, but I'm pretty sure that Andy, you wavered a little more than you think you did. Like you fully committed.
No, because he said because he said, he goes, "Are you sure?" And I go to the end. He goes, "Okay, fine." He was his immediate take back. You can go to the end. And I said, okay, great. And then I hear from the peanut gallery. He said it. Hey, guys, he said it. He said it. Go in, jump in. He said it.
They all hate you.
Andy just jumped into a pit of acid on his own accord.
So.
Already narrating your adventures.
So there I was. I was in acid.
And
You
here
know, we play the game. You said it, you did it, and I got a chance to go back. But the peanut gallery kicks in, saying, "He said it. He said it. He said it. Do it."
Wanted to belly flop into a pit.
Why do we speak up like that? Then you get a chance to take back something that you misread and did something dumb. Like don't.
Because Hillers once got really burned with a rope around his waist, and he wants everyone to feel it now.
I didn't say that. It wasn't.
He said it. He said it. He said the words. He said it. All right, fine. I'll fucking go for a swim.
That was Meryl. It wasn't me.
I was giving it out, but he said it popped up, and we're calling people out, and he said it. So I don't want to be the guy who's like, hey, he said it, but he took it. He said it. So fine. I'll go for a fucking swim.
Hey, I killed.
It was a little bit more of an exhilarating swim than I thought, but we went for a swim. And now you guys figure out the rest.
Andy, I had the
You were one more roll away, huh?
Google machine.
What's that?
I had the hubris to kill our walking Google machine by simply picking him up and carrying him down a wall into Locust.
Yeah, no, I was around. I was around away from dying. That's some serious fucking.
You did
acid.
kill Orvex for
12 D10. Good lord.
Inexplicable.
I fucking survived 12 D10. What? 3 times?
3 times.
Twice.
3.
Wait.
That's a very deadly. That's a very deadly trap.
3 fucking times.
And
we gotta
it
get the
was
hell
more
out of
like
here.
you survived 6d10 3 times.
Yeah. Well, yeah. 6.
All right.
Let's build up the story of Jingle a little bit. I think it was 12 D10.
He did all of this without a boat.
Okay. As long as we're
no
doing
boat to speak of when he did this.
the
It was
legend
incredible.
of Jingle, I will give you 20 more hit points
No,
back.
it's cool. You guys are gonna figure out this room, and I'm gonna sit in the fucking corner, and I'm gonna roll hit dice.
Well, okay. Well, I already
Welcome
said
to
it.
my world.
So I gave you 20 hit points back from my lay on hands.
Well, thanks.
In addition to the 11 from before.
4 from before.
No, it's plus my spellcasting modifier, which is 7.
Test.
What's
So
that
you get
said?
31 total.
You said the second one was 20.
20.
I'm getting up to 62. I'm getting there.
I'm
I got some spells I can use.
I'm trying to save you from your own business.
Well, again, I kind of misread it, and I was given the okay to stand on the edge, but
I heard your tale. I heard your
he
tale.
said it.
And I healed you.
You guys, should I open up this treasure chest right here? I think I should open this treasure chest.
You should open it. You should open it.
Couldn't possibly be a trap.
Also, while I was flying, I saw a little something on the map. I don't know what to interpret. I'm gonna have to when we get back from the bio. There's like a couple of squares to the south of this leftmost pillar that I'm seeing that are past the wall. Look like they're full of bones though, so I don't know if I wanna investigate.
I actually see like one of the squares myself.
One here and
I see one
there.
square here.
This
Oh,
room
no, they're gone.
seems like
It just looks.
no, Troy heard me. They're gone now.
this room seems like a good place to die.
Try me, they're gone. I have no more clues as to what. The gods heard my hubris, thinking I knew more about this room than I really do.
Okay. Can you guys try to reconnect, by the way? Like, I can't see anybody.
I can
I
see
can see
me
Pillars
and Andrew
and
and Nick.
Oh, no, I got Nick.
So us three can see each other, probably because of our proximity. Oh,
Yep.
Nick's coming back with a bottle of something.
I can see
Hey!
Nick now.
What do you got?
Well, I
Nick,
just
what did you
reconnected.
get?
I got everybody but myself because I don't have a.
Oh,
camera.
hold on. All right. Reconnect video. All right.
Okay, you want me
Nick,
to
what did you just grab yourself?
Connect my settings.
Water.
Oh, what are you munching on there, Nick?
Brownie, sorry.
Mmm. The
Mm.
classic brownie and water.
Yeah, I'm here.
Amazing.
We
Can I
have.
ask a metagaming, like what your ruling is question?
Okay.
How
You can
disfigured
ask it all you
is
want.
Andy by the acid?
In that particular situation,
Mm-hmm.
if Andy were to throw up that rope, does that rope have, like, if I had grabbed it, would I have taken acid damage? Would that have been like an acid rope? Like, would the environment have an effect on that kind of?
Yeah, the environment would, but in that particular case, there probably wasn't enough acid on it for it to do damage to you.
Could you stand in a 5-foot pool and keep things dry?
Right.
What-
Like, I'm sure there's acid on it, but the acid's mostly
What a
gonna
great leader.
hit the rope, not be like.
I'm not touching that. That hurt me.
What?
Yeah, I did the hemming and hawing. That was fucking what killing me.
Well, to be fair, I don't even.
I
see
could
these
take
things
acid
because
damage if I
wouldn't be
touched
looking
that
back at
thing.
the room. I was still looking at the room, so I didn't even hear what was going on.
My hands might burn a little bit. I can't touch that.
He just got his manicure.
My singed my palm, my precious palm.
Okay.
Jingle, I now insist that before you make a decision, you flip a coin.
He's
Well,
like, he's down
I
there
had a
like
chance.
Will Ferrell at Austin Powers. He's down in that thing.
I'm quite badly burned.
It's just a flesh wound.
All right. Back on track then. As such as it is.
All right, so back to the
Okay.
important things. The only two people I can see with video are and
Okay.
no,
Yeah,
Nick. There was a
since
conversation
reconnection,
about video when we were out.
I actually lost Andrew since
Oh,
reconnecting.
Hillers, you froze. Hang on, let me reconnect.
No, it's just my face.
I can't see it. That's how he is now.
That's just
No, you know what? Roll20 froze. Yeah, Roll20's rebooting for me. How cool!
All right. So, are you gonna open that chest, Oddmund? You?
Oh hell
you...
no! I was joking. There's no way I'm opening it.
Oh, you said it. You said it.
You said it.
I asked, should I open this chest, you guys? There's
According
no
to
way it can
Jingle
be
Logic, you now have to jump face first into a pool of acid.
I'm gonna have to rewind the tape there. On that.
It's in the
There's
rules.
no way
It's
I
in the
said
rules,
it.
guys. It's in
Jingle
the
Logic
player's
states.
handbook.
It's cool, guys. I'm resistant to acid.
It's fine. No, it's fine. I was perched at the edge, but it was fine.
I'm resistant to
something-
damage too, Troy. I don't know if you knew
Well,
this.
clean tonight. It
Resistant
just
to
breaks
damage.
it.
Single dumbest
To
thing that
everything.
has ever happened.
Yeah,
if you
yeah.
weren't
it's
resistant,
a
you
good
would-
thing we killed that beholder.
If you weren't resistant, you would have taken 186 acid damage.
And I'm alive. Thank you very much.
I think we all learned a valuable lesson here, fella.
We
What?
did. We did.
Don't jump into acid pools.
Or literally don't say anything. Everybody just stay quiet.
But don't say you're gonna jump into an acid pool.
Well, when you read things incorrectly after about 9 beers in, you know, sometimes you're given a reprieve by the DM, but the other players urge you to continue.
Sorry.
Whose fault is the 9 beers? Did you roll?
No, that's totally me. That's all on me.
He was watching those
Like, I'm not
AAF
hurt.
games earlier. He got excited.
We've arrived at the truth,
Like,
and now we're ready to continue. So the fault
so
is
now
on
it's
Andy and his 9
controlling
beers, and the rest of us.
Don't worry, they're only 16-ounce, 7% beers. I'm fine.
Oh, you're drinking those guys. Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
you mean a pounder? That's what's called a beer in most people's eyes.
I thought
Mm.
I thought I heard Gaxif opening that treasure chest right.
No, you did not hear that at all.
Okay.
Not a thing you
All
heard.
right. So how far can we jump?
So we can jump.
A fair
You know.
ways, actually. You can jump 10 feet.
As well,
if you get a
you
run
can
up.
if I give you a little gust to help you. You can.
Well, Ketchum
Ooh,
gets
I'll
flying,
take a
right?
gust to
Ketchum gets
gusto.
Yeah, I'm enjoying my time.
Ketchum, can you come carry me across, please?
Nah. No, yeah, okay. Whatever.
How much do you weigh, Gaxa?
I weigh like 30 pounds.
All right.
With all
so
your
I'll-
stuff?
I weigh 38 plus all my stuff.
Is
How do
it-
I calculate that?
Is it another 100 pounds?
No, I'm
So
not.
in
I
the-
can't carry
you
100
have your
pounds of stuff.
inventory.
Okay, well then, across you go. Okay.
It says your total weight under your inventory.
Oh.
I've got.
Oh wow,
I've
it
got
is 100
100.
pounds.
Yeah, but I still got another 15 on top of that. I got
Alright.
150 pound.
Wait, are
carrying
you
weight.
carrying 3 times your body weight?
Fuck yeah, I am.
Is that something you can do? I hate to ask that, but like, is that really something you can
How
do?
am I carrying so much? I don't understand.
Carrying capacity.
Gold is heavy.
Gold. Your gold is
Oh.
what's doing it, man.
I'm gonna have to
Magic.
dump my gold on somebody.
Tell
Anybody?
us
Hey,
it's
does anybody want my gold?
Yes.
I do.
Jeremy said it
Ketchum
first. Anyway, he can still carry me across for the purposes of this.
Who just carried you across a pit of acid?
And as Oddman, if he would like to jump across, I can give him a gust to help him.
I would like to jump across, please.
Yeah, I'm not carrying a
that's-
fucking
you don't have
turtle
to-
over. Fuck that. I'm gonna fly
The
around
normal
and
rules are
recite.
that for a long jump, you have to have 10 feet of runway, basically.
Back up.
Okay. Hang on, let me see what else I
So is
got.
this-
Give me a second.
How much do you weigh, Oddman Zig?
That was gust,
I weigh
by the way.
a lot.
Yeah, but Gus only works to push things away from you, not.
No,
So
that's not true.
without my gear, guys, I weigh 445 pounds.
You create a small
Literally.
blast of air up to 10. Oh, away from you. What the hell? I've used gust.
Why don't you guys just tell me what's in the room?
Ketchum recites that, which is the poem that Lois Lane recites to herself while Superman is flying her around in the first Superman movie.
Well, Ketchum could carry me back there, and I could gust from behind Oddman.
Nope.
Is it worth
I'm
me
busy
getting
flying.
in there? Or are you guys gonna come back? Like, I can't see what's going on in that room. Let me know when it's worth me.
I
coming
would
in
say
there.
it sounds pretty dangerous getting over here. I would maybe we can look at it a little bit and see if we need you in here.
That sounds like a good idea.
Because the problem is, it seems a pain in the ass to get into this room. It's gonna be a pain in the ass to get out of this room.
Uh-huh.
Can't you climb on
Okay.
walls?
That was a thing that old me used to be able to do.
No. That's not who you are anymore?
No, I don't play that life. I'm not about
Yeah.
that life.
Okay.
Troy, I'd like to go up and look at this. I'd like to fly up and look at this thing up here.
Okay. So what you see is it's a maze. It's a very large maze carved into the surface of the wall. It as you watch it, it actually shifts before your eyes constantly. Its configuration, the configuration of the maze is always changing. As you look at the maze, you see that it has no exits, and its small corridors are lit by tiny torches and clouded by fog.
Is it made of stone?
It looks to be, yes.
Okay, so do I know anything about it?
You can using your stone sense.
Yeah.
You know that no stone moves like this naturally. This is
Sure.
clearly magically enchanted.
Good thing
Okay.
you have that ability.
If
Yep. Okay.
if we move around the room while he's looking at it, does that seem to have an effect on it?
Yeah, I'll watch them and I'll watch.
Like,
the
how do you
thing.
communicate that with Ketchum?
Hey,
I'm just
Ketchum.
looking at it.
Hey,
Looking with them.
what do you see up there? Oh, I see a maze. Hey, if we move
Shifting
around,
stuff.
does that change anything?
Yeah, I'm watching it like it's the TV Guide channel at a hotel. Just
Okay.
looking for patterns.
Hey,
When was the last time
do
you were
I
in a
need to
hotel?
fly this pit?
It's been a minute. I'll be honest.
We're not sure yet, man.
When are you gonna be sure?
Not sure.
What was the answer to that conversation, Troy?
What was the question?
When was the last time I was in a hotel?
Is the maze changing in any way based on the movements in the room?
The maze is constantly changing. It does not. Ketchum doesn't see any kind of correlation to where you guys are.
I'd like to touch it with my finger.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
So you touch it with your finger, and the rest of you see Ketchum dematerialize.
Oh shit.
Ketchum,
Fuck!
everything goes black.
God damn it!
And a second later, you are standing inside a corridor with a 15-foot high stone walls on either side of you. It's
Invoke
featureless
the plan,
stone.
Ketchum.
It is the corridor is lit by torches and shrouded by fog. There's no ceiling, and when you look up, you see a distorted view of the room you left behind.
You should have had the potion. You could have belittled yourself.
No problem. I am flying. I am flying, so I fly over the wall.
So just okay. So you fly over the wall back. You attempt to fly over the wall back into the room. As you do so, you find that some sort of magical force sucks you out of the maze and
that's not
throws
gonna work.
you over the balcony.
Into the pit.
No, not into the pit.
Into the axis.
You take 15 damage as you plop down onto the floor there.
For my hubris.
Everybody else, as soon as Ketchum touched the maze, you heard a rumbling sound as these stone walls moved out of the way, and behind them, this is all around you. I'll show you more in a moment. And behind them, you see these piles of bones that were hidden in alcoves in the walls.
Oh dear God!
And these bones start to knit themselves together.
You remember I mentioned, guys, about the bones? Oh no!
All right, so it's
as
is there anything worth me entering the room for?
So as these bones knit together, you see them reach out with an enormous hand and pick up this weapon, and you see the skull finally click into place with two large horns on either side of the skull.
Oh Jesus!
My. Okay. So, do we want to do this in turns, where I do my thing and you guys do your thing? How do we?
So you're back outside the maze now, Hillers.
Oh, I'm outside.
Yes.
Okay.
So as you flew over the wall, it kind of like sucked you out of the
So I got out. It just shocked me for getting out. Okay.
Yep.
So I solved the maze. Good news, guys! I solved the maze.
God, they're huge.
Oh
Holy
my
shit.
God!
God! Please don't tell me there's like 37. Oh, there's like 37 of them. Fuck.
Oh man, there's so many. Oh no, this is so bad. So bad, guys.
Hey guys, should I enter the room or should I go home?
what if we all went into? Hey, what if we all went into the maze?
That's the only thing we can do. I mean, that's the best.
Yeah, maybe the maze is a safer place to be than where this is.
Now these doors, did they open when we saw Ketchum disappear or when we saw him reappear?
When he disappeared.
Yes, let's get in the maze.
So he reappeared after the bones were already knitting together.
Fuck! I'm after their turn. I might die. If
Oh,
they
are we
focus
all
me over here.
Initiative. I'm on the other side of this acid pit. I don't know whether that's like a thing.
Fuck yeah!
About to be. It's about to be a thing. Oh no! Oh, poor Ketchum. He's having a tough day.
At least you're not surrounded by 5 of these minotaurs.
Well, I mean, we're all technically surrounded.
All right, so let's see. All right, Gaxif, it is your turn.
Break out, kicks. Break the hell out.
All right. So this could be a long turn, but what I'm gonna do to try to save my party. How tall is the how tall are these minotaurs roughly?
They are large, so you can imagine them that they're about 10 feet tall or
10 feet. How tall is the rooms that they're in? Like where the walls opened up? Like taller than that?
Yeah, taller than that. So the whole room that you're in is probably 20 feet tall or so, and these doors are the doors that opened up are probably like the opening's probably like 15 feet.
Okay. All right. So I have a question: if I can do this or not.
Okay.
I can make a wall of force.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm wondering if you will allow it to basically outline the wall of the room.
So I'm pretty sure it has to be a single plane. Let's see.
It says I can make it a dome.
Right, but it says, it can appear in any orientation you choose as a horizontal or vertical barrier, or at an angle. But I don't think it can.
A
snake.
radius of 10 feet is not the rim.
If I can get a gust of wind kind of wall set up on my turn.
Choose.
It'd have to be a radius of
dome.
like 50 feet to do the room.
Or a sphere with a radius of up to 10 feet.
Yeah, so you could do a sphere.
I can make it up to 10 foot by 10 foot panels. So basically I can make it 100 feet long. Right?
What?
10.
A radius of 10 foot means you can go draw a line.
Or you can shape a
10 foot
flat
from you.
surface made up of 10 foot by 10 foot panels.
So I think the minimum, yes. So that's correct. So
100
it could be
foot
100
long
feet long, but I do not think it can snake.
I can't angle it. Like I can't right angle it.
You can angle it. You could absolutely angle it, but I think it's got to be one continuous shape. It can't be.
But it can't be like a U.
Right.
So hold on, I remember reading something about the flame wall that you can bend it, but that might be
different.
specific to that wall.
That's what throws me off because it says I can make a dome or I can make like a straight wall. So why can't I?
Because the dome is a shape.
You can take it diagonal.
Because that would be exactly 100 feet, which would be really sweet. Okay.
No. Get your half the Minotaurs and break out.
In that case, can I do it there?
Yeah. So hold on.
Mhm.
This is you're using Wall of Force.
That would keep half the party, or at least Oddman, on the side of the Minotaurs.
Yeah, but he can. But he can.
Acid well.
He can run away. Like
They're too big to fit through that corridor. I could just run up the stairs.
Oh, I totally forgot about those two there at the bottom. Yeah.
No, see, so Troy, I think the next line after that 10 foot by 10 foot is each panel must be contiguous with another panel.
Mm-hmm.
So I think he's able to quote snake it.
in any form, the wall is 1/4 inch thick.
6 seconds, Meryl. What do you got?
Well,
Hold
no,
on,
that.
hold on. I'm using the Googles.
I'm using the
Wall
Google.
appears in any rotation.
It can be free floating or resting on a solid surface.
So the internets tell me a single orientation.
Okay.
No, oh, there you go.
Well, the internet's
So your
saying
single orientation could be horseshoe shaped.
it
Dave
could
has
be.
spoken.
It's a horseshoe. It's a single shape.
Well, like a sphere
Single
is
orientation.
I
The
don't know,
wall
oblong.
was
How big is the
diagonal.
dome?
I think the
Okay.
sphere is an exception to the general rule here. And the sphere is
All these
specifically
walls
called
allow
out
you
as
to
an
make
option.
rings or spheres, like even wall of fire. Ring.
You can make a sphere here, a dome. That
Yeah.
is a valid thing you can do if you want to do that.
I'm gonna trap Jingle
Otherwise, you can make a straight line.
on the wrong side of this if I do it. Problem. Or not Jingle, Oddman.
Mhm.
That's all right. They're too big to fit through the 5-foot opening.
Okay.
He'll poke at them from the other side of the acid pool.
So
They can't make it through the doorway anyway, so he's.
Hey, here's this. If you guys, if you cast a wall on one side, I can do a wall of fire on the other side.
Hey, you
but-
guys!
Yeah, but they get to go before you.
That's true, but it's an option.
So I'd like to
Do what
cast it along this line right here.
Okay.
Keep basically our party on one
yep, go ahead and
side
draw
with
it.
3 of them. Can you not see that?
No, I can't see it either.
I could see what you were doing with Q, but you can go ahead and draw it if you'd like. Go ahead.
Oh,
Just
okay.
draw it with your pen.
Kind of like this.
Okay.
You know, kind of all the way.
Yeah, you pull up the wall of force and it comes up from the bottom of the floor, and it's shimmering. You can see through it, but I believe that it'll keep many of the Minotaurs on the other side.
Okay.
I'm
and
not
then
sure if
as
the tail end you're going to be able to do. Let's see, because I don't think you can put the wall through an existing.
It does. It says it puts them through one side or the other, like forces them
Alright,
to one side or the other.
yeah, I'm basically going to force all the bottom ones down.
If the wall cuts through a creature's space, when it appears the creature is pushed to one side of the wall or the other, you choose your choice which side.
I choose.
Oh,
Yeah, but
well, if
this
he
is the
chooses.
only option. But there's
Wait, well, why
go
is
the
that
other
the only
way.
option?
Because it exists in a 10-foot room.
Okay, well then I can I change it?
You said it. You said it. You can't
said
change
it. You said it.
All right.
And you took a fair bit to consider.
That phrase is going to be the end of us. You know that, right?
It will.
That's so dumb. Like, why is that the
Well.
only option? I don't understand.
because there's nowhere else for it to go, man.
Yeah, but
It's in a 10-foot room.
I mean, it's in a
That's
10-foot
accessible.
room, but it's not necessarily 10 feet wide, right? Like, we're
Give it
not
up, man.
necessarily 5 feet wide.
You knocked out 6 Minotaurs. Okay, be happy with your success and
No,
break out.
but I'm just using the same physics
Whoa,
for us
6?
that I am
only
for
see
them.
2.
Because
Jesus.
the creature's pushed to one side of the wall,
Or the other,
okay, and so into another space.
which I
There's
choose.
no space on the other side of the right, but you can choose between the valid options. There is no valid option on the other side of the wall.
Okay.
If this was a corridor for them to be pushed back, then
Yeah,
you get to
okay.
God has spoken.
My bad, guys.
Continue.
All right.
No, you did fine. You did just fine. Just
Then after that, I'm going to move.
Jingle, I will. So before you do that, Jingle, I will let you choose anywhere next to this Minotaur to go. So I moved you up, but if you'd rather be like there,
All right, Jingle, I pushed him right fucking on you. And I did.
No,
was
that's
already
cool. I got
He was
four of them.
right
I'm
on
sure
the
I
middle.
can tank this.
he's
he was,
he's no closer to the Minotaur now than he was before.
yeah, he was right on it.
That
Anyway.
is true. That is true. I am actually no closer. And one of them can't reach me, so that's actually a good thing.
And honestly, he's closer now to the maze than he was before you did that. You actually
So-
moved him 10 feet
So
further
Jingle,
closer.
if you'd
to the
rather
maze.
be here, you can be there. It's up to you
Mm,
which of those 2 spots you take.
No.
You could also be where Yak is, but I assume you don't want that one.
Don't do
no,
that.
I'll be right where I am.
Okay.
Hold Yaka in front of you like a shield.
All right, I'm gonna move to.
Oh, and as that wall of force comes up, Ketchum, you your flight diminishes and you drop to the ground.
Yeah, because it's concentration. And I'm gonna
I
move,
was only 6 inches above the ground with
Yeah,
it.
that's fine.
I'm gonna move to this spot right here, and I'm
Okay.
done.
Ketchum says, "Oh."
Jeremy,
Okay, well, I'm gonna take a long time now here too. Hang on a second. I'm kidding.
No, I'm
going
kidding. I'm gonna
to-
run.
So I can move 40 feet. So here's 15, 20,
well, that's 35.
Right, 25. So there's there. As my bonus action, I'm gonna get ready to stand here by the maze.
You mean what? What do you mean?
All right, so I'm gonna take the dash action to finish my
Okay.
movement to get here closer to the maze.
Yep.
Can I set the like? Am I able to? Well, hang on a second. Let me see how this is worded here. Bonus action.
If you're trying to set a if you're trying to okay.
So I can use the dash as a bonus action.
Okay. Yep.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set my action here. I'm not going to press the button. I'm not going to touch the maze yet. I'm going to wait for the party to get up here and to see what the Minotaurs are going to do before I use this as an escape, but I'm not going to escape without the party.
Okay. Are you setting a reaction?
My setting for reaction is that if one of the Minotaurs comes up to the stairs or starts to get really close to us, then I'll escape. But I'm not going to escape without the party.
So if a Minotaur gets within melee distance of you, you want to touch the maze.
Yeah, like if he gets like to the not even to like the top of the stairs, but if he's like starts climbing the stairs, like if he gets to the top of the stairs but hasn't turned the corner, in case that he has some kind of like bull rush where it's gonna like he comes here and then bull rushes, like I just want to get out.
Okay, got it. Okay. All right, so let's figure out what these guys are gonna do.
It's been nice knowing you guys.
Yeah. All right, so a couple of these guys come on out and are pretty maybe bashing against the wall of force, trying to get through. This one here turns and looks at Oddmanzig and roars. Let's see.
I do something like this.
Okay.
I don't, but I said it, but I didn't do it. I said I think I should do something like this.
All right, this Minotaur charges, running as fast as it can, towards Gaxif. Lowers its head, bares its horns, trying to throw its horns right into Gaxif.
Oh god.
Yeah, that's gonna hit.
Okay, does a few extra damage, so a total of 17 damage as it gores into you. Go ahead and make a strength saving throw.
Oh.
Okay, I'm good at that. Not advantage.
Not quite good enough. As it impacts you, you're thrust 10 feet backwards into this wall and knocked down prone. So go ahead and also you've got to
concentration.
Yep. So Constitution saving throw.
Saving throw?
I'm pretty sure, right? Let's see.
I haven't had to do one of these, which is weird.
You are within distance of Ketchum.
Am
I within 10 feet of him?
Equals 10 or half the damage you take.
10 feet of Ketchum is saving throw +3 to him.
Yep, so Constitution saving throw. And the DC is going to be lower than that. So you do manage to keep
amazing
concentration up. Yep. All right. So the there are two this guy can move through a friendly. So 3 Minotaurs are gonna wail at Jingle.
Oh
fuck. That fucked us more than you guys know, by the way. Oh, maybe not.
They do not have advantage, so let me turn that off.
Well, the first one would, assuming it's 12, it's a miss.
Yep. It is a 12.
Okay.
All right, second one.
Miss.
Third one.
Hits.
Okay, for 12 damage. Yaka says, "Hey, Jingle, maybe you should ask them on a date. They look a little horny."
Oh no!
Not now.
Oh, not the time, Yaka. Not the time.
All right, Jingle, it's your turn.
I'm going to use my action will be disengage,
Okay.
and I'm going to run like a
Good
bitch.
choice.
Yeah, I would assume.
What's 30?
Up the stairs, man.
That's a straight line path, man. They can run and charge me.
And you want to
What's
not be
your
on the
other
stairs?
option?
You want to get stuck in the cul-de-sac?
Can I make a suggestion, Andy?
I could be right here, and I have a pillar in my way that they can't charge me. But yeah, I'll take any suggestion.
Don't go straight north.
I'm thinking about heading right here next to Gaxif and just get us all together.
Well,
whether that
So
may
that,
be a
you
bad
can't
idea.
you can't really
Oh,
do
well, you can't.
quite
Yeah.
that.
You're going to get an attack of opportunity from the second Minotaur, right?
Remember, you can press Q to put waypoints.
Q is
to
what it
figure
is,
them,
Does the disengage action disengage from all combatants?
Yes.
Cool. Then never mind then.
So I could make it into like this area. I assume, is that kind of what you're?
Yeah, I'm happy to be liberal with this. So like, if you want to,
like something like that, maybe, or
yeah, exactly. You just can't like cut right through a dude.
yeah. Christ, these are really not great places.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'll end
you
up
can
there.
shimmy up a wall.
I assume
All right.
Yaka comes with me.
Excuse me.
No, leave him down there.
What do you want to do with Yaka? Do you want me to just move him with her, or do you want to do a roll for
Yeah,
him?
you just move. Yeah, just move him.
Okay.
He's gonna follow you no matter what. So
All right.
you can just-
That's gonna be the end of my turn.
He may qualify as a curse. It's
Hey, Jingle, you're going to get boned. You look boned.
All right, Oddman Zig.
Hey.
Oops.
All right. I've been trying to figure this one out here.
See if you can get him to voluntarily jump into an acid pool.
Yeah. Hey. Well, actually, that's kind of the thing I've been looking into.
Oh,
So
really?
Glad that you asked.
That's awesome.
So I have dominate person here, but I've been trying to figure out. I seem to remember some of these
Fair
dominate things not working against an undead, and assuming by the fact that they are bones that they would be undead. But
That's a good assumption.
but
Look at
it
you.
doesn't say anything in the description here, and I just wanted to double check before I wasted a 5th level
Can you
spell
post
slot.
the description and
Yeah, maybe it's quite a bit here, so I want to make sure that I didn't miss anything.
Nice job, Benedict Cumberbatch.
I'm
It's
assuming.
bone-
'Cause they're bones,
It's
they're
bones,
undead.
so it's probably dead.
That's hilarious.
So I think so. This is interesting because we recently had a discussion about what counts as a humanoid.
Right,
Arms
and
and
they are
legs.
bipedal. They have all the things. They just have a
Right.
different head.
There's a humanoid tag in 5e that
Uh-huh.
certain bipedal creatures do not have.
It's not as many things as you think.
It isn't. Actually, we have got a sorcerer in my other group that's been trying to hold person for 3 weeks, and she's never been successful against things that have arms and legs, and it's driving her insane. It's hilarious.
Okay. So let me think a bit more.
Just tell them that they're resistant to acid.
And here's the official ruling on that, by the way. So it is true. Like, even though like I would describe these things as humanoid, they are not the humanoid creature type.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying. So that sucks that I chose the spell because I have been able to use it on exactly nothing. So that's been cool. But the spell slots come in handy for casting things at a higher spell. So my next question is an object, let's say a puddle of acid.
It depends. So can you
Let's
post
say
the
I
text
wanted
of that
to
spell?
animate it.
Animate object.
Yes, please.
Hold on.
Ooh, I like where this is going.
I'm looking to make an acid monster, maybe 10 of them.
Animate objects.
Sounds like his daughter needs cough resistance.
What?
Oh boy, let's see. Doesn't really say when. Medium target.
Yeah, it's a gray area, and that's why I'm asking you. Before.
Those attack rolls
Like, I think
were.
if we were to treat it as an object, this thing would be 15, so 150, like 750 square feet. So that would
Yeah, I imagine it would be
qualify it as huge.
constitutional is huge.
Yeah,
Do you want me to paste that, or are you looking at it?
I'm looking at it right now.
Okay. I mean, I could split it into smaller ones, but like, what does
Let me
that
see how
actually
big.
mean?
Huge is 15 by 15 feet. So this would be whereas large is 10 by 10. So this is definitely bigger than large, but smaller than huge. So
Well,
I
I could
will
make
rule that it can be a
two-
single huge animated object.
All right, let's fucking do it. Animate object on the pit, por favor.
All right. Let me
There you go. There's the whole reading.
Holy shit.
It's a lot.
Wow. Dude, if you just huck like a bag of coins out, you could become a whirlwind to death.
Well, I do have several bags of coins, but the acid felt so much better when dealing
Oh
with
no,
calcium.
in this case, yes. One pool of acid is the correct choice, but like
So I also thought about making a metal mech with a tiny mouse in it, with a rat in a cage at the head.
oh yes, with one of your rats.
Okay. So as you cast the spell, you're able to look down into the pit, and 10 feet below you, you see this pool of acid come together into this Slimer-like monstrosity that's kind of glooping around at the bottom of the pit. All right, we're calling it gray ooze for our purposes. And
Why don't we call it? Can we call it jingle resistant?
all right, Udman Zig, are you doing anything else?
Well,
I think you
can
command it, right?
on
Isn't
my
that a
first
thing you do?
turn, right?
So
So
you use a bonus action now to command it.
Right. So my bonus action is to wow, look at that. Look at that massive that's great, Troy. Thank you for that token. That's fantastic.
On the spot.
I'm gonna have it attack this one right here.
Okay. So
Just move over him.
on its turn,
You can attack. Okay.
here's the challenge: is this thing's at the bottom of a pit, and it is a 15-foot tall pit.
And he is 15. You said make one huge, which is 15
So
feet tall.
what
so
if
he
it
is
just
15 feet tall?
What if it just stood itself up and then flopped over? Right?
Well, no, I mean the top of its head would be at 15 feet, so it's got to climb its ass out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
All right. So can I command it to climb out of the pit and then?
Flop.
Yes. This is
Flop.
going to be pretty challenging because as a huge creature in that animated object statistics table, it has a shitty dex.
You're taxing
So good.
Troy's DM skills to their very limit with what you're trying to do here.
Let's see. Hey, Andy, sorry to hear
Its
about your
charisma
daughter.
is 1.
Is awful.
Yeah, no, it really fucking sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry, man.
She's
That's one of
fucking
the
miserable
scarier
here.
things that.
Yeah, it's.
to
I mean,
encounter.
she's fine. It's just it's
It
a
sucks.
nasty
But
fucking
it just
cough.
sounds like.
Yeah.
Right.
All you want to do is just suck it out and put it in you
Just
instead.
fix
Yep.
it.
You know,
Right.
like,
Yeah.
you know.
My son
So-
had it before, but this is her first time.
So,
So,
what
I'm
Andrew did
struggling
is
here.
animate the entire acid pool and send it against the Minotaurs,
Yeah.
and Troy's trying to figure out how to do that.
Nice.
And I'm trying to figure out how does it get out of the pool.
It's ooze. It just sort of launched,
Well, it-
right?
Goes vertical, and then it flops horizontal.
So
Like a
okay.
pancake.
So Troy, if
here's
I
what
were,
here's what I'll give you. Here's what I'll give you.
Okay.
Is I'll let it use its whole turn, kind of flopping itself up and out of the thing, and molding itself around this column.
Okay.
Okay. So if I were to choose how it did this, and tell me if this is not how it's going to work, because it is not a solid mass. It could theoretically Terminator 2 itself up and out, and then like a snake.
I hear you, but the rules on high jump are that you leap into the air a number of feet equal to 3.
But
plus
it
your
wouldn't
strength
be a
modifier.
jump so much as making itself narrow and taller.
I hear you, and I'm saying that yes, it's doing that. It takes its whole turn to do that special
That's fine.
up ability.
Okay. Cool. I just wanted
It
to
just
provide
came to
that.
life. It
just in
doesn't
case.
know what its name is, and you're asking it.
What am
like,
I?
Like rules
Why
as written,
am I?
It can't jump out. Like it's not even close to being able to jump out.
It's
So
I
it's sentient.
understand.
So the only way it's getting out is by doing this special T1000 maneuver.
Mm-hmm.
But
Cool.
it's
All right, we're good.
it's
So,
gonna then reconstitute itself once it gets back up there.
yeah, we're
All right, Ketchum.
Raising all sorts of Ketchum casually watches all these existential questions play out before him, and then jumps right back into the maze.
Gets the fuck out. It's like,
Okay.
wow, look at all this shit going on.
Whoa! Crazy! And
All
then
right, you
back
touch-
in.
You touch the maze, and I'm going to use pink means you're in the maze because I don't want to remove you off the board.
Fair.
Because then you won't get to see anything else. But no one else can see you now. Actually, Jeremy, as Ketchum gets sucked in, you see a little Ketchum from above, overhead view, wandering around the maze. And as he starts to wander, you see that the maze is constantly shifting around him.
Bye!
Ketchum, you see what you saw before. You see in front of you, you see passage leading 15 feet or so, and branching off in to the left and the right. And then behind you, you see the maze leading back about 5 feet and then branching off to the left.
Okay, so I'd like to travel the 15 feet and then look back.
Okay. So you travel forward 15 feet. You see, as you look behind you, you see that the
To
corridor
see if anyone's following me.
like changing constantly.
Oh dear. Okay. So now I'm cut off from the view of where I thought my entrance point was.
Yep.
Well, that's unfortunate. Okay. So I guess I'll travel my last 5 feet to my right.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a D100.
Oh no. Did that
I
go?
don't see anything. Just do /roll D100.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
you have to spell roll right.
There we go. Okay. So you turn the corner and you it is a dead end.
Back to from whence I came, I guess, but I have no more movement, so.
Right. Okay. Gaxif. I assume you stand up.
Yeah, stand up.
So that's half your movement.
Yeah. And I hate to do this because
New lines.
I know I'm blocking Oddmund out when I do this, but I'm gonna cast another wall of force in
okay.
the new lines that I just drew there, basically.
Yep. All right,
Wait,
and
you
the other
dropped the
wall,
old
of
wall?
course, drops, I believe.
This is not good, guys. No, this is worse. My slime monster can't attack all of them.
Well, I'm sorry, man. You're gonna have to run. Like, I don't know what else to do here. But you're in better shape than Jingle is, I feel like, and they can't get to you if you just back up. So,
We don't know this.
we don't, but I have to assume.
You better hope, right? Or are you gonna have like 9 angry minotaurs
So
coming
somehow
at you?
we've got to get to after casting that now. I'm gonna try to get up the steps. Like, can I somehow get to the steps at least?
You
The
can get there.
bottom step, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can get there. You can climb up and over that railing.
Yeah. Okay.
That's about as far as you can get, I think.
I'll stop there and I'll give him the double fingers, and
All right.
and then that's my turn.
Coincidentally, double fingers is what triggers their dispel magic. So,
Oh no! By the way, the wall goes like all the way. I can't see it, so I don't know if it's there, but it goes all the way across, right?
I
Okay.
got it. Yeah, I got it. Jeremy, you're up.
Ketchum, can you hear me?
And I'm out of 5th level spells immediately. Done.
You see
No, welcome to me too.
You see no mini Ketchum, no response from little mini Ketchum.
Okay.
You just saw him take a turn down a corridor to a dead end.
It's like a Pac-Man game where someone's real bad at it, and you're like, "No, the other way."
Yeah. How are we going to navigate this? But the maze itself is constantly shifting of the directions of where it's going.
That's right. As you're watching, you actually see the path behind Ketchum close off into a new dead end, and the dead end he's currently facing turn into a long corridor with multiple branches. Like, it's just constantly doing this.
And there's a cherry down there.
Okay. Is there a pattern to it at all?
Make an intelligence check.
Little ghosts.
Not a saving throw.
Ah, I was wondering.
No.
Is he
How is it?
within 10 feet of Ketchum?
He's not.
You see no discernible pattern.
Whatever. Yeah, that's pretty high. Okay. What if I look
In you-
really hard?
There
Okay.
you go, man.
No, I want to figure out. There's a way to communicate with you. Is there any other kind of panels, or is there anything else on this wall that I can use? Is there anything else that I can, like a controller if this is a Pac-Man game, or is there anything else on this panel that I can
No, you don't see anything like that.
use? And I can't do. Is there anything that looks like the center? Like, is there? You said there was no exit, but is there a center? Does it what I can just distinguish as like a goal of the maze?
No, you don't see anything that would indicate that. Actually, make a perception check. You notice, and it's hard to catch what they are because it's very tiny and it keeps disappearing and then reappearing in different spots in the maze. Several different tiny sparkling objects, like little lights that will appear and then briefly and then disappear and reappear somewhere else.
Okay. Or is there any
6
of
of them.
those?
One's blue, one's gold, one's purple,
Oh,
one's
God.
green, one's red, one's black.
Cherries, pretzels.
Waka, 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 waka.
And there's no. Okay, going with the Pac-Man theme. Is there any kind of like a? I want to say there's any kind of like a trail that the maze gives, and I don't mean by like a trail.
So I'm gonna say, like, you should probably either take an action, like you've asked as many
I know,
3
yeah.
questions as you're gonna get
Right.
this turn, unless you want to spend your action to do more investigation.
You can, because it doesn't matter at this point.
Can I make another investigation check with my action?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do that.
Okay. What are you investigating?
Oh, I still want to. I'm still trying to examine the puzzle and trying to figure out if there's a pattern to it.
Oh, you just want to try that again?
Oh yeah. If I can't, that's fine. There's
Roll
nothing else I
it.
can investigate.
You can, but
You rolled a 16, dude.
Yeah, that's pretty high. All right, you know what? I'm gonna set my reaction to wait until everyone else until Jingle and Gaxif have made it in, and then I'll go in. I'm gonna set my action to be the last person to go into the option into the maze, or until like one of the Minotaurs breaks through, and then I'm gonna peace out.
okay.
All right, Jingle up.
Minotaur time. This Minotaur comes out and is huffing and puffing at you, Gaxif, and grrr, like ramming itself up against the wall of force.
Yeah, walking back and forth like Darth Maul. Yeah.
This Minotaur here charges forward and leaps across the pit,
Oh, Jesus Christ.
attempting to gore Oddman Zig as it lowers its head in midair.
How does he
Very
fit?
bad.
Hold on, he doesn't necessarily need to fit right now.
He
It's
just
just-
needs to
just-
get one
it's just his
horn
head.
in.
Being melee.
You only need one horn to gore, Meryl.
All right.
Oddman Zig.
You always say that, you know.
Yeah, Oddman Zig, it's you versus 10 Minotaurs, buddy.
So Oddman, you'll take 20 damage.
Oh boy.
And make a strength saving throw, please.
Classic saying. You only
Hold
need
on.
one horn to gore.
Strength saving throw.
God,
Has he
there's-
taken any
As
fall
it
damage?
impacts you, you're lifted up and thrown back over top of the treasure chest onto the stairs.
That's a good thing.
As it squeezes itself into the tunnel. It's tight. It can barely fit its great axe in there, and it roars at you.
The
That
fuck?
is
That's not great.
terrifying.
Yeah.
Oh.
5e allows you to squeeze into a space one size smaller than you.
Oh my. Oh
Wait,
my.
what is it? What is it?
Oh no.
Run.
There are squeezing
Run
rules in
away.
5e.
Okay, hold on. I want to hear Troy for a second. What just
Yeah.
happened?
Creatures are able to squeeze into a space one size smaller than them.
But I mean, what is their movement like when they're squeezed? Because that seems imperative to
They
attack.
get half movement, right? And they also get disadvantage against attacks and a few other things.
Okay, well, this is terrible.
So yeah, I can
This is-
tell you guys
this is
how based what the
terrible.
rule is there.
No, I don't. I believe you.
Well, this is so you know. So
No, this is important.
so you have advantage against it, and it has disadvantage against you.
One extra
All right.
foot for each foot it moves.
So there's
Disadvantage
gonna
on
be four-
attack
Yeah, 4 attacks against the
and dex saving. And
against the
you
Great
have
Ooze.
advantage while it's there. So you can.
Hey Troy, is it possible because I'm controlling this ooze, that you give me sight into that room because I just got in front of me?
Well, you can't actually see through the eyes.
Yeah,
of
that's
it.
that's all right. That's true.
Doesn't have eyes.
Um,
It's a pool of acid.
I could shape the acid into eyes.
Into eyes. Into optical frameworks.
It's got eyebrows. It does this.
All right.
Wow,
The rest of you through the barrier see the Minotaur, several Minotaurs just wailing away at that ooze. This ooze just splatters. It's still there, but it is significantly diminished.
Wouldn't it hurt them if they splattered ooze on themselves? That's made of acid?
Hmm.
That's fair. All right.
Hmm.
We'll do a little bit of that.
I mean, if you're just punching acid,
you know,
you're
and not
only-
not
know,
necessarily
it's a
just
great
them,
tool, right? So
but
not
maybe
punching,
maybe the people around them also. Just
You're
saying.
only covering your own fist in acid if you punch a pool.
They
of
are not
acid.
punching it.
And it was 50d10.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was. I'm pretty sure that.
I
was
think.
what it
I'm sorry. 40.
Whoa.
Okay. So
Yeah.
they do take damage as they're
Oh.
splashed with
Andy
acid.
knows exactly how damaged.
It's a lot of damage. It actually ends up being a lot.
All right. Jingle.
Ends up being.
I am not going into the puzzle. Think I want to try. I'm gonna.
Where's our combat music?
Yeah, is there music? I was just thinking.
My-
Well, now I just have the private eyes are watching you. So
That's all I've got in my head. Private eyes. Watch.
watching you.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna cast Gust of Wind,
Okay.
and I'm gonna cast it to try to help Zig here.
Oh,
I
no.
want to cast it.
What are you doing?
Want to cast it across here. I'll cast it
It
across.
blasts from
I'll-
you, and so.
Oh, it's
you
from
know
me.
it,
I'm sorry. I
'cause it is your spell. So.
I misread that. I thought it was more of a wall than a.
Can the title of this episode be I misread that?
You probably should be. All right, then. Well, then there's not much I can do.
I'm
So
resistant to English.
I'll just use the one cantrip I have, and then I'll move one damaging cantrip. So, which is Sacred Flame, and it is.
Can you post the
This,
text of that one?
yes, I can. I'm paste it in. And then
Okay. Which one do you want to do it against?
I'll do it against this surly gentleman right here.
Do you
Top
want to say it,
left.
Meryl, or do you want me to?
Say what?
He can't cast that spell.
Are you
Through
saying
the
because
wall.
you can't do it through the wall?
Right. I think so.
In this case, I think he can.
Yeah,
because
I don't see why I
uh,
can't.
Sacred Flame is a little different. Yeah.
Is it?
It doesn't come
can't-
from me, so it's
It
not
can't
like
go
a.
through the wall, right? And in this case, the wall force doesn't even go to the ceiling. So
Yeah.
I think he can
Sacred Flame's only 10
That's
feet
fine.
high, so theoretically
Cool,
it's
cool.
just cover that he can just go over.
Very cool. Good.
It comes from heaven.
Yeah.
All right, dexterity saving throw.
A good call.
Ooh.
Oh.
Oh damn!
Private
All
eyes.
right, and then I'm gonna move.
What?
So I'll move up to.
Yep.
God damn it.
Okay. All right, Odman Zig.
You did it.
Did all of
Can I use
those.
a bonus action before a regular action, or do I have to use a bonus action after my action?
Any order you want.
Okay, I'm gonna check on that ooze attacking that one guy.
You want to
I'd
like
like him to-
command it to attack?
Yeah, I'd like to command it to attack the nearest minotaur to him.
Okay, great. He'll do that on his turn.
Okay.
So it's still your
Great.
turn.
Oh, which is next.
Fantastic.
So,
I see this. All right. 1 second as I reread the rules so that I don't that.
Spotify, I can't deal with this.
What's that?
The no background music.
Oh, I'm okay. I
Don't
don't
worry.
have it turned down. Charisma modifier. Okay, fine. Let's do that. Okay. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to fireball at level 4. You will note this right here so that the 20-foot radius encompasses this Joker right in front of me.
Okay.
And
Honestly, that gets everybody except for one of them.
yeah, it should. Including my acid buddy.
Yeah.
That didn't sound right. Troy, am I allowed to use more than one meta magic in a turn? I've seen it go both ways, so that's why I want to know, because I've seen it argued online that vehemently no, and then other people are like, I don't see why not yes.
Depending on how many sorcery points you want to expend.
Yeah, like if I'm willing to expend all the sorcery points, some people are like, yes, absolutely, and then other people are like, no, because of something, and I can't remember which. But I wanted to know your angle before I did what I was going to do.
So I think you can.
Well, I will wait and pause for you to make a decision on it, so that you feel comfortable with your choice.
While he's doing that, I thoroughly recommend everyone click on that link because it's the most 80s thing that ever
I see
happened.
something else saying you can only use one meta magic option on a spell when you cast it. So
Ever.
Okay.
HP. Let me look up one more.
Hall and or Oates even has shoulder pads on his own suit, and he's a dude. And it's a green suit. And whichever one is in Hall
in
or
the
Oates.
player's handbook, it
it's a
says you
huge
can only
mustache.
use one meta magic option on a spell when you cast it, unless otherwise noted.
Is this a note? I don't know what that means, unless otherwise noted.
So some of the meta magic options say you can also do another thing.
All right, give me a second here. Oh, freaking meta magic business here.
Specifically,
Oh, good.
empowered
It says
spell.
yes. Yes, that's exactly the one I was using. Fantastic. I just read that right as you. Okay, great. So I'm going to spend 1 sorcery point to protect my acid buddy. And
Take
and
your
then
ass in, buddy.
shut up. All right, sorcery points down 1. Okay, very good. And now I'm casting the fireball on the aforementioned area at level 4.
And you're empowering it.
Hold on. It depends on my rolls. I'm after the rolls, correct?
Yeah.
I believe that's what it says, right?
Yeah.
Powered spell says when you roll damage spell, you can spend 1 sorcery point to reroll any number of damage dice.
Yep,
Okay.
You're right.
Cool. I wanted to check all technicalities before I went.
Okay.
Okay, and so what I got was, you know what? I think it's worth me to re-roll. I can re-roll up to 3 of them. So I'm going to take the lowest 3, which is a 2, 2, and a 3, and I'm going to re-roll those individually.
All right.
All right, and then let me just double check
roll
what.
Roll 3d6.
No artisanal fireball.
Okay, so I think that averages out better.
Okay.
Quite a
so
bit.
it's 6 above the other one, because one of the 2s gets swapped out for a 2.
No,
One of the 2s gets +3 to be 5. One of the 3s gets +3 to be 6. So it's a total of +6. So
Correct.
35.
there we go.
All right. Okay. So what we
DC
are going to
15
do,
save.
DC 15 save, and we're going to start with the guy right in front of you, because he gets disadvantage on his dexterity saving throws because he's squeezing into a smaller space.
While we're doing.
All right, so he will take
A lot of damage.
35. 5 damage.
So count for that other sorcerer point.
All right. So,
And he's also on fire because he's bone.
what?
Bone is flammable.
It is.
Well,
I've always said
anything,
that.
anything's flammable at high enough temperatures.
I'm not really on the same page.
And he's flammable and has legs, so he is not blocking a fire exit.
He's definitely blocking a fire exit.
It's gonna take a second, guys.
Although it could be argued that he's covered in
Half
bone
damage on
dust.
save, is that right?
It says
Half.
half.
Okay.
Wow. Question regarding the acid pool. If it's set on fire, do anything that hits it now take fire and acid damage?
It is not set on fire because
Is it
he
fiery
has
acid?
protected it.
Okay.
No, I saved him so that he can attack on his next
So that is
turn.
a cow's opinion.
Oh.
Ah!
Man, you are just throwing up the ones.
Yeah. Those, all right. Let me just double check here. in terms
Yeah,
of-
ones are bad. You don't need to double check.
No, actually, I'm glad I double checked because there's one other Minotaur.
He's bad too.
All right, Zig, are you done? That was a lot of damage.
Oh hell no! I'm
dude,
running my ass back up this.
That was
wait a minute here.
like over 300 damage.
Hold on, give me a second. That is good. Nobody's denying that.
Yes, I am awesome.
No one's denying that I'm the best.
Give me 1 second here to read. I think I can.
Dude, you're playing this game all wrong. You're not supposed to actually read the abilities. Just do things. You're doing it all wrong.
Step 1, jump into the acid pool. Step 2,
Don't read. Just
kill
like
him.
half read your abilities.
Actually,
It's working out really well for me tonight.
That was
Wait, hang
200.
on, I'm trying to read. I can't figure this out while you're doing that. Give me a second.
Oh my God.
I just wanted to see here what I have
So
with
you've
my.
used your action and your bonus action, to be clear.
But I can use movement though, right?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna get the. Hold on. I'm gonna get the fuck out of there.
Yeah, but move the hell
Right
back,
there.
you think?
I'm gonna move all the way back to the wall. There we go.
Okay.
And
All
that ends my turn.
All right. So the Gray Ooze is going to get his time to shine here. He's got a +8 to hit, so 1d20 +8.
He shines in a fiery hellscape.
He does not hit. And
Probably gets 2 attacks though, right? Because he's so big.
Nope. All right, Ketrum.
Okay. All right. I will look around me, and I see.
You see the walls shifting. The dead end that was in front of you is now shifted into a long corridor with 3 entrances on the left side.
Okay. So like, I've got 3 chances to take a left turn.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'll take the second one.
Okay, go ahead and roll a d100.
Of course.
Okay. You turn to the left and you see a corridor that goes down another 20 feet and ends in a T intersection.
How much movement do I have left?
That's it. But if you want to use your dash, you could go. to the
Yep.
end.
I will take a left and use
Okay.
my dash.
Go ahead and roll another d100. Okay. You now see a corridor with 2 entrances off to the right. Always off to the right, but that'll be. I think that's about it for your turn.
Okay.
Gaxif.
Has anybody looked at this sarcophagus yet?
No.
Not yet. If it has a map or something, that might be helpful.
Yeah. I'm gonna
Do it. Investigate it.
yeah, I'm gonna take my turn to investigate the sarcophagus, just kind of see what it looks like and what's going on with it.
Make an investigation check.
Wipe the dust off.
Hey, Gaxif, you should really do that. You should really investigate that. Does that count as helping him?
No.
Okay.
To help in turn-based combat like this, you actually have to take the help action.
Okay, that makes sense.
Not only doesn't he also laughed at you.
All right, so you notice the first thing that you noticed, which is pretty obvious, is that the sarcophagus seems to be made out of crystal and is constantly changing color every 6 seconds. You see, it's cycling through. First, it's blue, then it's gold, then it's purple, then it's green, then it's red, then it's black, then it's blue, then it's gold. It just constantly cycling through that. As you look a little bit closer, you see a tiny keyhole has been carved into the lid of the sarcophagus.
Oh.
I think the key might be in the maze.
Well, how the hell do we get it? Because fucking, what's his name, is fumbling around in there like he's got no idea what he's doing.
Come on in, boys! The maze is fine!
Okay, that's probably my turn. Like, I don't know what else I can really do.
Okay.
I'm just gonna maintain concentration on the wall and get here.
All right, Jeremy.
Okay, I'm gonna take a look down. I'm gonna look at the sarcophagus from up here,
Mm-hmm.
and I want to compare what's on the sarcophagus with what's going on in the maze, the mural of the maze, like up here.
The only thing you notice is that the timing of cycle of the color on the sarcophagus changing and the timing of the walls shifting in the maze seems to be the same. But as far as like the color of the sarcophagus, all of the colors seem to be present within the maze. Just where they are is constantly changing.
Okay, and it's just the sarcophagus color that's changing. There's nothing else. There's no shapes, like it's not corresponding with the shapes of the maze.
How much time do you want to spend determining this? Is this something you want to spend your whole 6 seconds on?
Yes, I'll actually do that.
Okay. So make an investigation check.
Okay. Come on.
Okay, and what was the question again?
Can I solve the puzzle?
Can I buy an
Question
E?
is, I would like to ask the correct question to solve this room, please.
Is the answer the key is in the puzzle?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, what is?
Can I summon my god to answer this question for me?
The god of obliviousness goes, what?
Yeah, I'm trying to
Oh,
think
man.
what is the best way to word that phrase, because I want to check to see what if there's any aside from the colors, if there's any shapes or patterns or anything that's on the sarcophagus that matches, that can coincide along with the wall itself.
There's really no intricacies to the coffin. It's made out of crystal. It's pretty. It's mostly flat. It's yeah.
Okay. Then the other is Gaxa, can you try touching touching the lid of the sarcophagus and seeing what, and then I'll watch up here and see if anything happens, and then that'll be my turn.
Okay. Minotaur time. Let's see. We're gonna get a few swings at this ooze first.
Let's hope.
Good lord, they pummel that thing.
To their own detriment. Just getting acid all over themselves.
Yeah, they take a bunch too when they hit it.
Mm-hmm. Okay. A Minotaur starts to charge up the steps toward Yuab and Zig, but is just barely like scraping the wall. You can hear the scraping of his battle axe, his great axe against the wall, as he, shoulder by shoulder, pushes himself up through the staircase towards you. Another one of them leaps into that hallway.
Oh Jesus, fudge!
Yeah, you're the sole defender.
So this one's gonna come over here and gonna swing at the ooze. The rest of you see as the ooze finally is destroyed, and turns back into acid that then flows down into the pit again.
Ah, boo! I thought at least the pit would be empty of acid.
Let me roll some acid damage here. All right, you see one of the Minotaur skeletons crumble as the acid wears its joints and the bones fall apart.
Oh, that's cool.
And several others have taken some considerable damage.
I mean, do we just want to drop the wall and just go at him now?
Actually, another Minotaur collapses and crumbles.
You got him, Oddman. You're Thermopylae out here. You're Leonidas.
Dude, he's murdering them.
This
All right.
is Stairwaaaay.
Jingle, you are up.
I
Ridiculous.
is that where they're gonna be?
Yeah.
He's gonna kill all of them.
That would be
So
ideal.
right where I am, right here,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna cast Shatter,
Okay.
and give me a second. I'll give you the because it's got some other stuff to it. And I'm also gonna cast something else on top of that.
Okay.
So give me one.
Radius.
quick
So
second to switch
show
to-
me again which ones it's hitting. Is it hitting these three in the middle?
It's gonna hit these. It's gonna hit these.
Okay, those three in the bottom left.
Yes. And on
Alright.
top of that, I'm going to use my destructive wrath, which allows me to basically just do max damage.
Okay. All right. So they are going to make a Constitution saving throw. All right. So I'm going to do 3 con saves. They are made out of organic material. It is bone.
Okay.
Which catches fire, by the way.
So 1 saves, 1 fails, 1
Two
fails.
fail. So they take whatever.
So 20. No. So yeah, 24 damage, right?
Yes. Yes.
Tell me which one do you want to take full damage? I mean, which one do you want to take half damage?
I will have this one over here take half damage, and have these two take full damage.
Okay.
How many Minotaurs we got left?
So
guys?
the ones
Can somebody
on the
tell it to me?
outside of
So many.
both on either side of
So
that
many
middle one
Minotaurs.
crumble to the ground as their bones break apart and shatter.
Just keep
into
killing
1,000
Minotaurs till we
pieces.
tell you there's no more Minotaurs.
And then
Or
I'm
the
going
tenor down now.
to. I'm just going to move over a little bit here.
Okay.
That's the end of my turn.
Oddman Zig.
Thanks, Gaxif. That's good to know that there's a soundtrack on that'll get us pulled off of YouTube.
Well, we just won't be able to monetize, which is a big
no!
issue.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Wow, we're
How
making so much money
Sorry
with this
if you were
series.
counting on this paycheck.
How will our one viewer
Golly.
pay us?
What am I gonna do without my royalty check?
Well,
Oh no!
you're gonna have to get by.
Fireball, level 4, doing empowered spell again. And I'm
Oh.
sit at the bottom step.
He's done fucking
one
around.
north- One north of the chest.
Oh, okay.
Blow up the chest.
Sure.
So that'll hit 2 of the Minotaurs up top and both the ones below the chest. Okay.
Sounds about right. I don't know what's up top. I'm just
Sure.
firing
Well-
blind.
It's more Minotaurs. Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert.
Alright.
Okay, so obviously I get to reroll 3
Yeah.
d6.
Okay, so I'm gonna do. Oh yeah, you got to do that first, I guess.
Let me just double check it. It is a d6. I think it might be a
is.
d8.
No, it's a D6. You can hover over and it says rolling 8d6.
3 it's a 3d12. That's what it's rolling. Oh well, okay.
Okay, so it's
So,
plus 6.
Plus 7.
Plus 6 because
Oh,
it's
my math is bad. Sorry. 4 plus 1 is 6.
So a total of 27 damage.
That's
So let's
exactly
do the
what we
ones in
had
the
last
hallway
time.
first because they have disadvantage on this save.
Dead.
That one fails. That
Fails.
one fails. All right. So they both take 27 damage. The first one that nearest the chest is destroyed as the fireball consumes it, and the bones just turn to ash. The next one barely escapes the blaze. It's quite damaged and singed, and its bones are now black, but it's still alive. Let's see, for these other 2 guys, save
Success.
and fail.
So half as
one
much.
of them, let's see. I'm gonna. It takes half damage on a 1.
On a what?
This one takes half damage, and then the other one will take full damage.
I'm sorry. I guess I don't understand why I don't.
Because one of them is going to take half damage and one's going to take full damage because one succeeded in its saving throw. And since you can't see them, I'm rolling.
He was just picking which
I
of the
flipped a
ones
coin
was good.
to
Okay.
decide which
Thank-
one
Thank you for
which
clarifying.
one
that.
succeeded. All right, so that's 13.
How's that chest at the bottom of the stairs? Is it intact?
It is
Crispy.
not. It's actually destroyed, and let's talk about that for a second.
Oh, no!
God.
Our treasure!
What hell did you unleash?
I was
So,
like, maybe it's made of magical wood.
So
What-
as the
what- What fresh hell is this?
Asarerak comes out of the chest.
the flame destroys the chest and the flame reduces, you see right here in the hallway in front of you a panel open up in the ceiling, and this
Oh, no.
enormous iron ball drops out.
Oh, it's Indiana Jones.
What?
And starts rolling down the steps. So
Oh, crushing the Minotaurs! Yay!
hold on.
And Oddman.
No! That could have been me!
I'm gonna
That
make
could have
a
been me,
dex
Oddman.
check with disadvantage.
Where's
He
Oddman?
did
I
not
can't see
make
him.
it.
He's at the top.
Oh, I'm way down the hall, don't worry.
Nice.
That could have been me. Oddman.
Could have been me.
All right, the ball drops and starts rolling down the stairs, and you see the Minotaur start to back up, and it's clearly out of fear, but it's going so slow because it's stuck in this hallway, and the ball just rolls right over, and you just see bone shatter everywhere as it's completely destroyed.
That's awesome.
You guys see this ball roll all the way down to the bottom, and
God, he's
drop down
killing
into
all
the-
of them.
into
He's
the
killing
He
all
really
of them.
He's the perfect person to be marooned out there like
He
that.
really
though.
is.
He like we couldn't have picked a better person to just kind of pew pew away and just drop
Like,
How
fucking meteors
How
on their
are we
head.
gonna
excited are
One
you that we
already
did
out the
not
front.
open that chest right away?